Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrestling with Toxicity and the NXT Watchalong right here on TGN Networks, the Geeks and Noobs Twitch, and the PWC, as well as the Facebook group for Geeks and Noobs. God, I can't remember my own channel. Just so everybody knows, before I introduce everyone, CPG just went to the dark side there.
Give yourself to the dark side.
But this episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. If you're trying to figure out the best way to prep your meals, plan your meals, have nice fresh meals, but you hate going to the grocery store, you hate having to cut everything up, you hate having to spend over an hour trying to cook a meal that should only take you 15 minutes, HelloFresh is the answer. With HelloFresh, you can get meals already pre-cut, pre-portioned, recipes done, wham bam, thank you ma'am, you're all good to go. And right now, if you look at the top screen, if you go to twitch.tv/thegeeksandnoobs, there is a little HelloFresh button there up on that side. I forgot my screen's inverted. On that side, it's right there next to Husky. You click on that, it'll send you right there, and your promo code's already in. If you want to just go straight to HelloFresh.com, you can use promo code POGHF29841. That's a mouthful. It sucks ass. It's probably better if you use the link. But also, if you go into the chat over at the Geeks and Noobs on Twitch, that's twitch.tv/thegeeksandnoobs, I will actually put it in the chat with exclamation point HelloFresh. So it's there for you. You're going to have it there, so you can do that. But we are streaming to the Geeks and Noobs on Twitch, TGN Networks on YouTube, the Geeks and Noobs Facebook, as well as the one and only Panda Wrestling Company on Twitch. I am joined today by an assortment of wonderful, wonderful people and my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bro Jason Hoover is here. The Ginger Ninja Jaxbo is here. Husky Rhodes himself, the American Cream Dream, is here. And joining us today, one of my favorite people in the entire world, CPG, comic punk guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Stack Show, how you doing? Let's keep it moving. How's everybody doing today? We're going to start in the order on the screen. So CPG, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Hitting the sober January pretty hard and feeling great, feeling good, feeling revitalized the new year.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Happy to have you here. You're always welcome, as of course. And of course, with this many guys here, before we get to everybody else, you know that today's episode is
Banger after banger after banger after banger. Go get it,
I love my soundboard so much.
You really do.
I do. It's my favorite thing in the world. Anyways, Super Bro Jason Hoover, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Had a good shift today. I love hanging out with my family, both wrestling and real.
Right on, right on. Husky, my man.
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Smashed a bunch of Wingstop before I came on here, so I feel
Hell
like
yes.
dog ass.
Hell yes. Yes.
That 10-piece boneless hot, dude, they're doing 70-cent wings. I'm like, all right, you know what? I can't say no.
Yes.
I'm weak, I tell you. But all things considered, I am fantastic. I'm glad to be back off of my little hiatus from the internet. So yeah, I'm very happy, and this is going to be a very, very interesting show.
Absolutely. And of course, when he's all said and done, we all know
that is one big pile of shit.
Is coming. Now, Jaxbo.
Yes, I'm going to Texas.
There it is. That's what I was waiting on. Yes.
He's so happy.
I am so fucking happy.
So if you weren't around for the invasion of Russell and Durr's Raw last night, where we just took over his fucking show.
I'm so sorry, Russell.
Yeah, I do feel bad. I don't feel bad.
No
It was
apologies for anything I do in life.
We found out, and I was in on this. I was trying to slyly figure everything out, but we found out, thanks to Self-Bet, we have worked it out that not only will I be going to San Antonio, Jaxbo is going to be going to San Antonio, and now we figured it out that he and I are going to be on the same flight to and from. So we're gonna have a good old time and join the Mile High Club. I mean, what?
What? Huh?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
But yeah, so we also talked about it more on the afternoon show, and we kind of teased what we were going to talk about in today's episode before NXT. And I'm so happy that CPG's here because he's got a great mind for this kind of stuff, and I'd love to hear his ideas as well. Big news for the PWC is that we are moving forward with the company, as well as the Geeks and Noobs networks is moving forward. We have a goal in mind. A lot of stuff is going to be worked out in San Antonio at the, we're going to have an actual in-face kind of business meeting along with this wonderful trip to the Royal Rumble. But we're looking to basically take over the geek fandom and the wrestling fandoms by 2025, but in the most positive way possible. As we've already mentioned before, we're wanting to start an actual news website where we actually put out reliable stories. If it is a rumor, we make sure we highlight it's a rumor and not to be taken anything else other than a rumor and not to panic over that kind of stuff. And especially with the current dirt sheet situation that we talked about during our afternoon show. One, you have Dave Meltzer being called out and borderline is about to get sued for putting out false information. On top of that, the head of communications for WWE of 25 years has been fired. And Sean Ross Sapp very openly stated that this was basically their inside guy. This was the guy that got them their connections, their access to shows and their interviews and stuff. So the dirt sheets might be drying up like a shriveled raisin in the sun.
Good.
So now more than ever, it's needed a place like the PWC to come out and be that beacon, that lighthouse of inclusivity and truth and trustworthiness and journalistic integrity, which is at the end all be all, the end of it all. And it won't be just for wrestling news, and CPG can appreciate this because we know how clickbaity a lot of those websites like We Got This Covered are. We're also going to be covering comic book movie news, video games, D&D, stuff like that. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing. And I would like to hear from chat and from the gentleman I have with me right now. This episode does happen to be... It does happen to be a slight sausage fest, but that's okay. We do have Bree in the chat, and Bree's already on board for the website, and we all love Bree, the tribal queen of the PWC.
Yes.
Although she has a lot more competition for this year's... Bree, there's always room. There's always room. I'll send you a message in Discord for the link. In fact, I'll do that right now. But there is always going to be... oh, crap. If I do this, I gotta do it from my phone. Shit. Because if I do it here, it's gonna take us all off screen. Damn it!
Yeah.
Actually, can somebody else just forward her the link I sent you in a message on Discord? That would be great. Or actually, I think you can even hit invite. Can you hit invite?
Let me find out.
There's an invite button at the bottom. I don't know if you can hit that. Can you hit that and invite her? I don't know if you can.
Because if I pull up another...
You do it? Yeah, you're going to go. All right. I'm going to try and do it from my phone. I'll send her the link. You got it?
I got it, dude.
Oh, okay, cool. Send that to Bree so she can come on later. Fantastic. But yeah, we should be on 8, trying to settle them down now. Bree, just like I told Self-Bet, you throw them in a closet, you slide pancakes under the door, the kids are taken care of. That's what pancakes are for. They're made to go under that door gap. There's...
And if you got a point.
If you have one of those older homes with the drafty doors with a big gap, you can give them waffles if they've been good. They'll fit under there. But regardless, we're also, as you've seen, we started doing these afternoon pop-up shows that people can check us out on their lunch breaks. We have plans to try to raid more channels as often as we can. We have plans to make more YouTube content because YouTube is one of the best ways for us to grow as a company. This San Antonio trip, there's going to be the travel vlogs I've been talking about doing for my channel. There's going to be a big one for San Antonio, and then we're going to also do one for the PWC. So we're going to have that going on. But I want to hear from you guys and from everybody in chat. What is some other stuff you want to see from TGN Networks and from PWC moving forward? Kind of content that you want to see and do. And I'll start with I don't know. Whoever wants to start.
I want more butthole research.
That's on you.
You can
More
subscribe
research.
to Mandy Rose's.
Yeah,
Dude, what are you talking about? I'm a Premier Gold member right now, sir.
A Premier Gold.
Premier Gold.
Yeah. I get a Christmas card every year.
I agree, Bree. I agree. But you know, for Jaxbo.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I was about to, before anybody said anything, I was about to hit the Jeopardy sound, but I didn't have to. Yeah, that's the Triple X Pressure site. We already talked about, so last night we did talk about, too, about having a section of the website being an onion style that Russell's going to kind of run. Yeah, so like there is going to be an onion side of this where we're going to have fun with it as well. But those will be very much, they're going to have a different background color. We're going to make sure that people understand, if you try to post this and say it's real news, no. It's from our onion side of things.
Welcome to the Speculation Nation.
Matt says, PWC 2K23 Universe Mode if games are going to be involved on the channel. Absolutely. That's something else we want to do. We want to play games. We want to do, like, Russell wants to do a pre-Raw, like, kind of streaming before Raw starts, kind of have the kickoff show in the background, but really focus on us just chatting and playing Jackbox and just having fun. So before the Rumble, we'll play Jackbox and stuff. Looking at tickets again, Jaxpo, I'm not 100% sure you and I are going to get into the Rumble, so we may be out in the parking lot during the whole watch-along. But we'll see. But we have a backup plan.
Expensive.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
But the cheapest ones we found last night when we were throwing out random ideas was like $115 after taxes and fee.
Yeah.
We checked again on the afternoon show, sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
So the only real option we have is scalpers, but there's a good chance they're going to overcharge. And there's that Game Time app, which does last-minute tickets, which we'll look at. But we'll see how it goes. Dad Hat's here. Yay!
Hey, what's up, dude?
By the way, Husky, you're going to talk about this in a second, but we want to talk about Dad Hats first. Dad Hat has a shirt over at Sweet Dollface Creations. You guys know how to get to the merch for the PWC. All the proceeds for that shirt are going to go to helping him buy diapers for the new baby that's coming. So please go do that. MJ, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Thank you for putting that in the chat, Dices and Dishes, a.k.a. Super Bro. Now, Husky, you made an announcement on Monday night, and you can go ahead and do it again. I don't have the breaking news. Yes. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Wait.
Huh?
Do I have it? Yes, hold on.
Breaking news.
There you go, sir. Flashback from last night. Russell has PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
It's Russell versus the universe.
Yeah.
Breaking news coming soon to Sweet Dollface Creations store is a Wrecking Crew t-shirt and the long-awaited Husky Roads t-shirt. So when those drop,
of course, Dad had it.
I will let everybody know.
Yes. And I need to get a hold of Sweet Dollface to see about getting Wrestling with Toxicity merch on there. I have my own merch channel. If you're on our Twitch channel, you can go to twitch.tv/thegeeksandnoobs. Scroll down to below the About section. There is a merch store there. However, I like the way that Sweet Dollface does her merch versus the way my store does it, so I would prefer to get my merch over there. I'll talk to her about that eventually. We may have... That way it's also all in one place, instead of having to go to different merch stores. So I'd like it all to be part of that. So we'll figure all that out down the long run. But again, that's something else we're going to work on. But besides the butthole research from Jax, is there anything else anybody wants to see?
I kind of want us to touch on like all forms of entertainment, really. Eventually.
Yeah, I agree. We'll definitely expand to like you mentioned, music, stuff like that. So yeah, I agree with that. CPG, I know you can help out in the music side of that thing too. Like I know you have a big presence in that kind of world. Like you know a lot about it. I know McGruber would probably love to do some stuff. Also, I would love to promote his band. If you guys haven't seen yet, go to his TikTok. He has a kind of a snippet of one of his music videos, and it's fucking great. It's
Yeah, dude.
also like
really good.
it's also really
All the way
fucking
from
like
just working all the way back today.
it's also very much like if you listen to the lyrics which they come up on the screen, you're like, oh shit, that's deep as fuck. Like it's a deep, it's a heavy song. It's really like it's a good song, and it's like kind of like the music almost doesn't match the lyrics in the best way, if you know what I mean by that. But like it legit is a heavy song, so make sure you check that out.
You know what I want to do.
Well, yeah, we've already. Oh, so let's go ahead and we can actually break that down because we've got some of the people here. Well, we got Husky and we got Jax here. Bree is interested. We wanted to do so. D&D tabletop RPGs are always fun. There happens to be a wrestling-based tabletop RPG.
Ooh.
So we're going to be producing a wrestling tabletop RPG game that will also be streamed on our channels. So this is somewhere else we're going to
cram butt piss from parts unknown.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
No, I have a way for they don't have to worry about it. As long as you put it inspired by.
Oh no! Well, first he was talking about his character's name was going to be that. That's his character's name. But
I thought you were talking about the channel part.
Super Bro just act like nothing's going on.
Yeah.
Or Super Bro, just nothing's happening behind
Yeah.
you. Not look behind the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. No. So I was inspired by the Parts Unknown channel to do this because the system they have is a very easy system. It's 2d6. Everything's determined by what you roll those 2d6. That's simple. You've got 4 stats.
That's a sound I need. Sorry, that just popped in my head. You said 2d6, and I went D's nuts in my head. And I'm like, oh, why do I not have the D's nuts sound on my soundboard?
Of all people, you not having that.
Can I bring up something real quick?
Of course you can.
What's that?
This has nothing to do with wrestling.
Okay.
How in the flying nutsack is the Green Rangers going to be in Power Rangers Once and Always?
Ooh. Oh, didn't they already shoot it though? Didn't they already film it?
Nope.
I could have sworn because I know that Jason David Frank was actually filming stuff for a return. Maybe they got
filming White Dragon.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
That's weird.
Ooh, that's awful. That is awful.
You know what would be a really good thing for the PWC or this whole channel to do would be if one of the big pay-per-views is in one of our collective cities. We do one a year, and then we have a destination meetup for a Raw or a Dynamite or whatever.
Yeah,
like one of those. Like, cause like the Sears, well, it's not the Sears Center anymore. But All In and All Out and all that is going to be here in the suburbs of Chicago every year. They have locked that place in for forever. As long as they can pack it and everything, they're going to keep doing it. And I did a suite with Russell, who was with me and a couple friends of mine, and man, we had a blast. And we're definitely looking to do that again this year. So we're going to look and see what the cost of everything is, and try to make that a yearly thing.
Yeah, that's definitely something we would like to do. That's kind of what we're doing in San Antonio, although it's all been very kind of last minute, so we can't all be inside. But like, we're trying to plan out SummerSlam this year. It's in Detroit. It's also happens to be my birthday weekend, so if anybody want to hooks me up, just saying. I'll be 41, help an old man out, help your geriatric friend out. Anybody? By the way, I mentioned on the afternoon show that I'm probably the oldest person on the PWC, and then I realized that my brother is 4 years older than me. I was like, oh shit.
There you go.
It's weird when I'm the mature one.
Calling your brother the Jeff Jarrett of the PWC?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'll take that.
Nothing wrong with that.
That I'll take.
This is what I bring to the table. The hard-hitting questions and
yes, sir,
that no one else has.
Oh, excuse me. But is it like? So we've got a few people in chat right now. I want to hear from you guys as well. What would you like to see from the PWC, from TGN Networks moving forward? What do you think will help us grow as a channel? What do you think will help us, like maybe some sponsors you'd like to see or sponsors we could get? Something else that I've been doing is reaching out to every convention I can. And like I told everybody on the channel, if there's a convention near you that you want to try to get press access to, reach out to me. I can write up the proper email for it. I've been doing it for years now. I literally just got accepted, and it was a last-second application to the Central Florida Comic-Con this weekend. Unfortunately, I thought it was February, so I am not financially able to go this weekend. But the only person there that I wanted to interview anyways was Sean Waltman, and I never got confirmation on whether he was taking interviews or not. So it's not a huge loss, but at the same time, we're getting that. I got Pensacon coming up in February. We got the San Antonio. We're going to hit WrestleCon while we're there. New York City Comic Con is definitely on the docket because I go every year. Twisted Tea needs a sponsor to PWC because of Jacksonville Toxicity. Here's a story about Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea is one of the hardest to get sponsored.
By the way, I saw an item today by Twisted Tea. It is Twisted Tea whiskey.
Ooh.
So it's whiskey and tea.
Is it Jeremiah Weed?
Is that tea infused whiskey? Is that how that works?
I don't know. I saw
That's
it.
weird.
I didn't taste it. I just saw it.
Yeah, there's
Real,
It just sounds like Jeremiah Weed.
Yeah.
real quick. When did Alberto El Patron sign with AAA?
About a month ago. Official.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Maybe less than a month ago. It was right before the new year.
He's wrestling Penta their next event.
Yeah, that was what the big announcement was behind it too, which I'm surprised they hired him, but whatever. The thing with Twisted Tea is, like, for anybody who knows anything about streaming, especially video games, there's the very big 100 Thieves organization owned by Valkyrie, and Will Neff's a part of it, and all these big time creators are a part of it. They can't even get an official sponsorship from Twisted Tea. They have to do unofficial sponsorships with Twisted Tea. If one of the biggest organizations ever, with some of the biggest streamers ever, can't get official sponsorships with Twisted Tea, and the only reason they're doing the unofficial ones is because it fits the segment they're doing, because they have their own twisted hot takes kind of thing. The likelihood of us even getting to Pat McAfee size and trying to get that sponsorship is slim to none. I mean, look what it took Pat just to get Bud Light. It took him getting $120 million from FanDuel and then a job at ESPN just to get the Bud Light deal he'd been working on for 2 years. 2 years he had been working on it.
Damn.
So
We should aim low, something like floor level, like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, or something real low.
Ink sauce.
And then the sky's the limit from there. Got to start somewhere.
Fuck no! Look, even as a joke, fuck the pink sauce. All right, fuck pink sauce.
What the fuck is pink sauce?
What is pink sauce?
Okay,
go YouTube it.
I don't even know where to start, but for some reason, so I'll give you the TLDR on pink sauce. This woman on TikTok decided to start selling this pink sauce she was making in her kitchen. It's basically mayonnaise and ketchup and some other stuff. She was selling it, but she didn't have proper refrigeration on it. Like, you weren't like, oh, you don't have to refrigerate it. It had fucking eggs and cream in it. Nothing was it.
Oh god.
If you bought 2 bottles, you could almost guarantee they'd be 2 different colors because the recipe wasn't exact, all that stuff. People were getting sick, people were going to the hospital. It was bad. A woman on TikTok sent it to a lab and found out that it was poisonous. Called her out. This woman this woman then went on to a talk show and called out this woman because she was the woman who criticized her was white and she was a black woman. So she brought her up, tried to say it was racially motivated. And she's like, no, the lab doesn't have anything to do with color. You're killing people. However, this woman somehow convinced Dave's Gourmet Sauces to buy her IP, and they're now selling pink sauce in all Walmarts. Now, granted, I'm 99% sure that Dave's Gourmet has refined the recipe and done it correctly, and they're not distributing her shit out of her kitchen. Still, the fact that this woman is now getting millions of dollars over something that was literally putting people in the hospital and being an absolute asshole douchebag about it blows my mind.
Let's put it this way: it was so bad that Food Theory, Food Theory, actually did a whole episode on the pink sauce and what it could be.
Yeah,
And
it's just awful.
Figure it out.
It's just awful. So no, pink sauce, even as a joke, not fucking happening. But like, there's like, I want to reach out. I don't know if anybody knows who this creator is, but there's a creator on YouTube named Ludwig. He actually has his own bidet company. He also has a small streamer company, like a company that helps small streamers. So I'm gonna reach out to him. We've got that one sponsorship. I don't want to say anything yet, but there's something in the works that's coming up. We also, Jackson Selfbet and I had a very profound discussion on the difference between sponsorships and affiliate programs, and how affiliate programs are nothing more than Ponzi schemes, and we need to avoid affiliate programs. This will be my segue into reminding everybody to go to rootlesscoffee.com. Go to rootlesscoffee.com, use the code PandaCoffee for 50% off all non-branded coffee and all merchandise. That's rootlesscoffee.com. Use the code PandaCoffee. Anyways. So, yeah, sponsorship or something. So, anybody who knows somebody, look like maybe a smaller company that wants to help out people or get their name out there, that's as we're building the foundation of the company. It's going to be a kind of a hand-in-hand sponsorships. Smaller companies that want to get their name out there, as we build, we can join hand-in-hand. They can sponsor us. We can help them out. We both grow at the same time. One day, 2025 and beyond, the bigger stuff is coming, like the sponsorships from maybe an alcohol company or from some big-time company. That'll come later. So CPG is absolutely right. We got to start small. But we'll get there.
This stream brought to you by Synanon.
Set it on my face. I just gave it a logo and a slogan.
One of the that kind of like guilty pleasure sponsor I would love to get is a Cinnabon sponsorship.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, just send, and they don't even have to pay us. Just send us free Cinnabon each month. Like, I'm good with that.
Panda hit me up like 5 months ago and was like, "Get me Slim Jim."
Okay.
I'm like,
Get your fucking self, Slim Jim.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you go on fucking TikTok and eat a Slim Jim in every video.
Now, Slim Jim follows me on Twitter. They also follow about 9 million other people. But it's one thing to get them to follow you on Twitter. It's a whole other thing to get them to actually sponsor. I mean, Slim Jim, that's actually a really good one. It really is. Like, you know, but I don't know about that one, but we can try. Yeah, see, Matt's got a Slim Jim follow as well.
Honestly, the thing is, if we don't ask, we never know. And what's the worst they could say? No? Okay, we go to the next one.
Right.
You know,
same thing with
if
conventions.
We don't try, we never know.
The same thing with conventions. We can ask for press access to all the conventions. All the worst they can do is say no. And that's fine. We'll just keep going. Matt is going to shoot his shot. Selfbet says, while you're at it, get me Wendy's. I love her attire. Wendy's has one of the best Twitter accounts in the history of Twitter.
Wendy's social media game is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Now, here's the funny thing. Wendy's is one that we could probably get sooner rather than later, and I'll say this. Wendy's loves to find streamers and put out special combo meals for the streamer. And then for every combo meal sold, the streamer gets, you know, a percentage of. And they don't do this with you don't have to be a massive streamer to get it either. They do it all the time. It'll be local based on where you are usually, and it's only available through DoorDash. Like, you can't go in the store and buy it. So it's a joint sponsorship between DoorDash and Wendy's, but they do that. So DoorDash is a possibility, Wendy's is a possibility. These are all places we need to reach out to. And it's the same, like I said, with conventions. So something else that Selfbet and I talked about, and I'd like to bring it to your attention, because one of the best things about the PWC is we are kind of all over the country. Granted, 4 of the 5 people here are in the Southeast right now. 3 of the 4 are in America's jockstrap, known as Florida. One is the belt band of the jockstrap in Georgia, and the belly of the above the jockstrap, and then we have Chicago. We have our Midwest person here. But reaching out to conventions and maybe not just doing it as press. So this is what I pitched to SelfBet, and now I'm going to pitch it to everyone. And I want everybody's intake on this, not just the people here, but the people in chat as well. Option B for conventions is getting a vendor table. Running panels and a vendor table. Because at vendor tables, we can just set up a stream and stream all day at the conventions. I see it every convention I go to. There's 3 or 4 podcasts that are running from open to close every day of a pod, and they just stream the whole time. And as I've already told you, I'm fucking insane. I will stream for 22 hours straight. I will stream for 35 hours straight. I will stream for 72 hours straight because I don't fucking sleep. So I'm gonna do it. So while WrestleCon, we looked into tables there. It's $500 a vendor table. That's too much. But the reason they're charging that much is because it's a free event, so I understood. But most events are not free, so the tables end up being much cheaper, around $150 to $250. On top of that, everybody you bring in, I think it's usually some are up to 4, some are up to 6. Everybody has pass, so you don't have to pay to get in. So then we're already in the convention. We can finagle our way into interviews. I can finagle it. I still have some press credentials, so I can finagle us into that. Also, I'm willing to travel. As long as finances allow, I will travel anywhere. So if anybody wants me to be a part of their table, I'm more than welcome to travel. But I want to know what you guys think of this kind of idea of running it there, and also running panels at the show, because that's something else you can do at conventions.
So tables and panels are really, really good for getting not only your name out there, but for engaging with people that you want to bring into your audience. A really good success story I found with that was the very first year that Chicago had C2E2, which was supposed to be our Comic-Con, that kind of fizzled out after the first 3 years. And there was an artist there named Chris Burnham. He got a little bit of work with Image, mostly doing indie comics. And he bought himself a table, just an artist alley, just like everybody else. And by the end of the weekend, he was doing the art for Grant Morrison's run on Batman.
Nice.
He went from there to making a very, very good independent comic called Officer Down. It was a jumbo-sized one-shot, which wound up getting made into a feature film starring one of the dudes from Sons of Anarchy. And it all came off of that very first weekend, like the very first day of C2E2, of the very first one. Someone walked by who just so happened to be from DC, saw his artwork, knew that there was this hole that needed to be filled, thought he was perfect, and it just took off. And it was I think he said it was a $98 gamble buying
exactly.
buying a booth or a seat in Artist Alley.
And the thing is, I'm sure he also made that $98 back in the first couple hours.
Yeah.
The last one because I also do fan art, and that was something else that SelfBet and I talked about, is having. It's the other reason I want to get all the merch under one banner, get all our merch under one banner, is so we can actually bring merch to these events and sell it that way as well. But also, I do fan art, so I can draw wrestlers, and I can draw our logos, and I can draw different stuff. The same with Dad316. He's also an artist. My brother is an artist. We can all have ways of adding income. So we can I can almost guarantee you, I can 99.9% guarantee you, every one of these conventions, we will make our table money back. No problem. Even up to the $250 amount, we'll make that back. So Emerald City Comics is it's a comic book shop in St. Petersburg, Florida. It is consistently ranked in the top 25 comic books shops in the entire nation every year. They decided right before the pandemic that they were going to do their own convention. So this was their first one. It was only a 6-hour convention. I had a table at that convention. It was in kind of a weird spot in St. Pete. Parking was a nightmare. It was hard to get in. Even still, for that 6-hour run, I made $500 selling $10 prints. We will make our money back on tables. So that's an investment in the company that is an easy one. That is something we can do. I still feel like conventions I was gonna say, I mean, I still feel like conventions are our biggest platform to help us boost ourselves. Go ahead, Jason.
With my background and stuff like that, I actually was part of a company, branding company for a year or 2 years.
Your microphone keeps cutting out.
Is it?
It was weird.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, there you go.
So I was part of a company for about 2 years, and what we did is we went to conventions around the United States and we put on game shows, like legitimate game shows, like Press Your Luck, Jeopardy, High Rollers, all that stuff. And this is stuff that I know. This is stuff I've seen the vendor alleys, I've seen the panels, I've seen the guest list, and stuff like that. I know what we can do. I know how we can do it. It's just having the grindstone, making sure that we get going on it. You know, it's
Absolutely.
going to be on us to actually get there and grind and make sure we push these people like, hey, push harder, but don't push too hard type thing.
Well, like, and the thing is like, so as I mentioned at the top of the show, and I'll mention it again, HelloFresh is sponsoring the episode today. If I can get 12 people to buy one box from HelloFresh, which, by the way, you get 21 free meals and free shipping. Your first box comes with 8 meals, and it's only $36. That's $4.50 a meal, and it's all prep for you. They all take 15 minutes to cook, and it's all fresh ingredients. It's a legit product that I stand behind. But if we get 12 people to sign up using my link and my promo code, that's $1,500 back into the PWC and TGN networks that can go towards us doing this convention stuff. So it's a win-win. One, you're going to get great food. Two, you're helping the channel grow. And again, it's only $36 for your, or if you've got a family of 4 and you want to do the 4-person box where you get 16 meals, it's only $3.99 a meal. It's $59 something for the box. And again, it's all pre-cut. You don't have to cut anything. You don't have to do anything. All your seasoning is there. Everything is fresh. And if everybody ever used like Factor, which is more their kind of like Factor food, that's the same company. They're all under the same butter. So if you had Factor, you know how good it is. But they also, the other great thing about HelloFresh is they have different options. You can do a meat and veggies option. You can do a vegetarian option. You can do a family-friendly option. You can do a pescatarian option, which, for anybody who doesn't know, that is a vegetarian diet, but where fish is allowed. We all know how expensive fish is, but guess what? The price doesn't change. So it's worth it to do it. And they even, if you really want to get fancy with it, their pictures in the recipes show you how to plate it so it looks like fancy plating. So if you want to get that Instagram photo, if you want to impress your friends when you make a meal, boom, it is all there for you. HelloFresh, it's damn near idiot-proof. And if you know us, we need idiot-proof. So it's the way to go. So go to HelloFresh.com. There's a code on the screen, or you can go to twitch.tv/thegeeksandnoobs. Click that link, and it'll help out the channel. And that will be huge for everybody. But yes, please go do that. It'll help us out. And then again, that money will go right into convention funds and into travel funds, into everything, and building the channel, marketing, because marketing is a big thing. Marketing is huge, and this is something I want to discuss. Marketing. We have combined on TikTok over 1 million followers for everybody in the PWC and the TGN networks. Yet I feel like TikTok is kind of a dying animal right now. It's a wounded deer in the middle of the woods. It's got about a year or 2 left before it really falls off. That being said, YouTube has stepped up with YouTube Shorts. So we can market with YouTube Shorts. We can market on Twitter. We can market everywhere. You know, I've got the Facebook page. We can market through Instagram and Facebook. But again, it takes money to make money kind of thing. So in the growth of the channel, anybody else who has any marketing ideas that they know about, or how they maybe market their business, or how their business markets that they work for, please let us know. Because we're open to any and everything.
Aboard.
What was that, Jax?
Billboard.
Oh.
Billboard.
I thought he said Bilbo. I thought he said Bilbo, like he was talking about Bilbo Baggins. I was like, what? Where are you gonna?
My face on
Hobbit
it
right?
dressed as a panda.
I say we pull a I love you, man, and do billboards like they did with Paul Rudd's character in I Love You Man, and you do like a cowboy one. We do one with you in a Speedo. All of that. We can do billboards. And funny enough, it is funny you mentioned billboards. I've actually looked into billboards. There are some fairly inexpensive billboard companies that you can go online and get nationwide billboards. You can't. It's not just locking it into your own location. You can actually pick up places over here. So, Rocky, thanks for showing up to the show. You're not late. You're just on time. Because spending time with the fiance always comes first. You always spend time with the finance. But yes, so billboards are an option. I think at the end of the day, and this is what Self-Bet and I talked about last night till freaking 12 o'clock in the morning, my time. It's just about, it's about synergy and it's about passion. And well, CPG you can kind of speak on this because you actually stepped away from TikTok when you saw that it went from being a passion project to being a toxic wasteland. So you stepped away from TikTok.
Yeah, I initially got out of the comic book TikTok because there were a couple of things that were happening that I just couldn't like really, be a part of anymore. One, there's a lot of tribalism between like mid-level creators. So like if you followed one, they would find out and you're like, why do you follow this other one and all that sort of stuff. And there was also something that I highly, highly caution against, which is joint accounts with numerous people who have access to them. So the comic book TikTok people did that, and it was called Comic Talk. And then after about a good solid month of all that, then there were spats between them. One started dating another and all kinds of stuff like that happened. And that went down like the Titanic. And about that time I said, okay, I'm out. Everything in here is tribalistic and not fun. And then, life kind of picked up, and then it was kind of, do I have time to do this anymore? And even in the time that I've been kind of back at it and trying to get back to kind of what I had before, setup wise and time to engage, it's a completely different landscape on the app for both comic books and for wrestling.
Yeah. So I posted a video the other day where it was a YouTube short that I had and I put it on TikTok as well. That was my first video that I posted in 4 months. Because it has gotten so toxic there that it was just insane. And it's not only tribalistic, it's also classist in a way. Because unless you are a big time creator, you're not getting the views you deserve to get. And even then, the numbers are so inflated on TikTok. Like if you have 4 million followers, but you go look at your views and you're only averaging around 10 to 20,000 views per video, that's the actual people that you have in your follow list, not the 4 million you think you have. And so the only good thing I would say with TikTok is growth is a little bit easier there. And even though the numbers are inflated, it can help you get brand deals and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that we need to get off TikTok. That's not what I'm saying at all. I do think it's a dying animal and it will die off in a couple years. But while we're there, while it's here,
some of the bigger people that have gotten into various industries and stuff, take like entertainment and movies, for example. There's a pretty prominent creator who I'm not going to say the name of that has gotten into bed with just about everybody. And what a lot of people that use TikTok or I don't know is how much stuff goes on behind the scenes there and the connections that person had before they even started their channel.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those people, I would say in the last year and a half to 2 years that are now hitting 1 million or multiple millions in their accounts, all have connections to something somewhere. And they claim the humble beginnings, but if you trace the person, which you can do, it's very easy on the internet. You can see where these people actually come from and how the kind of facade that TikTok, especially with multi-million follower accounts, how kind of fraudulent it actually is.
Yeah, for
There are
sure.
a lot of people who are handpicked for this stuff, and they're brought into a creator house, and then all of a sudden they just take off. And I think that since that has been the well on that has run dry on TikTok, and whatever the next social media app is, that is gonna take that, is gonna fill that void. That's where you want to get on the ground floor, of course, but
Yeah.
that's going to be the next vacuum, because once you're going to get to a point where you're going to have 5 people with close to 9 to 10 million followers or something at one point, and then you're going to have seen nothing but those 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
and you will never be able to get close to them because the algorithm and the vacuum is that tight and is that refined.
Exactly. And another thing that those people do is that they join agencies as if they were actors or contractors, like in that kind of thing, and they've joined these agencies. But I pose this question to everybody here and everybody in chat: do you think joining an agency would be a good idea for the PWC? Because what an agency does is it does help you get brand deals, it does help you get sponsorships, and it does help promote you. So there are positives. Now, obviously, there are also negatives with joining an agency. They get a cut, they cost money, they tend to try to control what you put out. So we'd have to be very careful with who we go with. But is this something that you would like me or anybody else to look into as an option, or do we try and just do this on our own? So I pitched a question to you guys, as well as I pitched a question to chat. And yes, self-bet, it is happening. Who is joining the call?
I don't know.
Who do you think's joining
Bree.
the call?
Is that Bree? Yay, Bree!
Yeah, it is. I have mixed.
Okay. All
Hi,
right.
Bree.
Bree, did you hear my
Hello.
question? Did you hear my question before you came on? Because you're actually somebody with having, you're doing books and whatnot, so you kind of have some kind of insight to what I was asking about. Did you hear about the agency question?
Because you're actually somebody, you're doing books and whatnot, so you kind of have some kind of insight to what I was.
Oh, that's a wonderful echo delay.
Yeah, there is. Hold
She'll be back.
And she'll be back. I think we all need to sit down and figure out with ourselves first if we want to do this.
Well, if you're here, I'm going to assume you
on.
want to go.
Again.
Okay.
Okay.
And Husky's camera went away. I don't know where he went. Hopefully he'll be back soon. So the
I
question.
haven't seen you this entire time.
So
You're just a wheel.
the question I posted was that we've seen a lot of these, like TikTokers especially, that have, the reason that they're growing at such exponential rates is because they've joined an agency, some kind of publicist agency. Is that something that we should look into? Because again, the pros are they market for you, they get you sponsorships, they help promote your stuff. The cons are it costs money, they take percentages, they a lot of times try to control your content. So I'm pitching it out to everybody. Is this something that you want me or us to look into, or should we just try and go this on our own? And
Stay organic as much.
Yeah, I think stay on our own.
okay. So Thorny actually says, and I'm glad that chat's jumping in on this as well. Thank you. He says, I mean, yes, it has its pros, but I feel like you should do it on your own. Y'all have already come a long way as it is with interviews and sponsors, so why not continue what all you have going? I understand the whole pros of the agency, but I feel like y'all can do it yourselves.
Hey, Thorny. Oh, that's my buddy Tommy.
You going to
But
Texas?
Guess what? Going to Texas, biatch.
Hussy's internet is being weird. Just whenever you can get back in, you can get back in. It's good. The spinning wheel is funny. CPG, it looks like he's had to back out for a second as well, but we'll be fine. Self-bet also is on the organic train, mainly because we need to find out who is truly in and committed and who's not. That is a good point, too. We have made it clear that by 2025, we want this to be making enough money that this is our income. We want this to be where we can quit our jobs and focus solely on this if that's what you want to do. If you like your job and you want to keep your job, then so be it. But you'll have the option to do so. Yeah, Bree's like, no, I'm good. I'll quit. I'll quit today. We can make it happen.
It'll be 14. I've been there 14 years this year. I'm good.
So we'll get it figured out, but the goal is by 2025 we are a big enough channel that we are doing this as a living. That being said, we do need to know who is truly committed and who is truly all in and willing to, because those 2 years are not going to be easy. The next 2 years are not going to be, it's going to be a grind. It's going to cost some money out of our pockets. We're going to have to make some sacrifices. So we need to know, like, what shows and more particularly what people are all in. Also doing the website. I know the website will eventually make money through ads because that's how they work. But when we get started, those articles we're writing, they're not always, we're not going to be making money right away. So it's a lot of writing for free. I wrote for Screen Geek for almost 18 months before I got my first paycheck. Selfbet says, who's the phony tough and who's the crazy brave, quoting The Undertaker. Yeah, exactly. So it seems to be, I feel like the consensus is, oh my God, Husky's a Smurf now. Oh, there he goes. It feels like the consensus is that screw the agency, we need to grow organically. Because here's the thing, we will get to a point where probably need to have an agency. You know what I mean? Yeah, but if we get the agent after we've grown, I mean, you know what? I'm going to rephrase that. We'll never need to get an agent. Pat McAfee doesn't have an agent. Pat McAfee negotiated a $120 million deal with FanDuel all on his fucking own. They have a lawyer. They have a finance guy. But they don't have an agent.
Okay.
They also got rid of their booking agent, and they do all their own booking because their booking agent sucked. The same with the Bud Light deal. He negotiated that all on his own. So even if we get big, an agency isn't absolutely necessary, but it's something we could explore once we're in a position of, for lack of a better word, a position of power versus now getting one where it's kind of where we're the, we're walking on eggshells with them the whole time kind of thing. Is there any way I can flip my camera? I hate that it is not flipped. That bothers the shit out of me.
The ghost logo doesn't look so good when it's backwards.
Well, you can't even read my TikToks.
Look, me looking at you on this monitor, right? I can see everything perfectly fine.
Is it normal? Is it just what I'm seeing as it's flipped and everybody else sees it normally?
It's just what you're saying.
It's what you're seeing because it's doing it for me too.
So Spider-Man is on the left side of the screen?
Yes.
Okay, all right, then I don't need to worry about it.
This is the problem we had when we first invested in Discord, dude.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? What everybody is seeing on Twitch and on YouTube is the backwards one because I'm projecting my screen. So while you guys see it right, I don't, and now nobody else does, but it's fine. It's whatever. No big deal. It's not a big deal. Whatever. That's not where we're going.
Something that I'd like to see us do in the future real fast is audio podcasts. I mean, we've got all these podcasts and stuff like that we're doing, and I'd like to see us actually do an audio version so people can, like, go as a go.
Well, once we start, one thing that we can do, and I know that PWC has an Anchor account and they have Spotify and whatnot. They have a couple interviews done audio only, but what Spotify now allows is you to do video podcasts. You can you can do video podcast. So what can be done is that once the stream is over, whoever has access to the Twitch account can actually go back into the VODs, download the episode, put it through Anchor, and it'll go as a video podcast to Spotify and an audio podcast everywhere else Anchor sends it. So that is an option. But again, this is all about commitment at that point because it's work. Again, it's going to be a grind, and we just need to know who all is involved. And not everybody is going to be 100% involved. Everybody has their own lives. I get that. CPG is a guest of the show and a guest on the channel. I don't expect him to be out there writing 1,000 articles and posting everything. But at the same time, whenever he wants to help, that's great. And he has
contract signed in blood.
Oh wow.
He has agreed to do the Onion style funny articles though. He does want to be involved in that, so I will.
That I'm very, very interested in. Like I said yesterday, I will guarantee you a genuine article about Baron Corbin getting away with 2 very blatantly public murders in the Money in the Bank 2020 or 2021, whichever one it was. Because he murdered Rey Mysterio and he murdered Ricochet, I believe.
Yeah.
Off the building.
Threw him off the building.
Oh no, it was Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Aleister
Yeah.
Black. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he died.
And
so
he
hard,
had to come back to life as Malachi Black. And anybody knows anything about the name Malachi, it's about a guy who, faced death and had to come back. It's actually more about somebody who faked their death, but still.
Close enough.
So yeah, there's a story there. But yeah, so that's the kind of fun we want to do. Husky didn't even, Jax didn't even have the decency to be like,
I'll be back.
What the hell?
No.
Got up.
Just up and left. Just was like,
Hasta la vista, baby.
right out the chair. But yeah, so as we're 4 minutes out from NXT, so we're going to start the NXT watch along. So we're going to kind of wrap up everything we got going on with the PWC. Again, we've got a website. I'm very slowly working on that. It is very hard to do on your own. So anybody that wants to help out with building the website on WordPress, I'm all ears. Please help. Please help. For the love of God, help. I'm begging you, help. Husky is frozen in the most ridiculous way.
Frozen again?
Somebody please screenshot that. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm frozen again?
Yes. And you're frozen either mid-scream or mid-yawn. So if you can, please go look at the PWC stream on TikTok right now, because holy shit, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hang on.
Yes, Bree's a writer. We've already talked. She's definitely down as well. We know.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God. No.
That's the new shirt, Husky, right there.
Help
That's
me.
amazing. There you go. Oh no.
Fixed now?
No, you fixed it and instantly froze again.
Ah, shit.
And yours double sounded.
Oh God.
No, he sounds good to me.
What is happening right now?
Well, even Jax's camera's getting a little freaky diggy. Oh, it caught up. You're good. You're good now.
All right.
I think it was just trying to focus while you were sitting down, so it was freaking out a little bit. But you're good now. You're good now. But yeah, so again, we got a lot coming for the PWC. We're going to be hitting as many conventions as we can, as many events like wrestling events as we can. We've got San Antonio coming up. That's going to be a big one. But like, we're going to work towards SummerSlam in Detroit. We're going to work towards Philly WrestleMania next year. That's a big one. There's AEW stuff in Chicago and other places that we want to do. So we're working towards a lot of different events. We got a lot coming up. Anybody who has any ideas or wants to lend a hand or is really committed to doing this on both the TGN networks and on PWC, you know how to reach us in our Discords, on TikTok, wherever. You know how to reach us. Please do reach out to us. That being said, we are 2 minutes out from NXT, and I don't even remember what matches we're going to have tonight. I have completely forgotten.
It's the fallout from New Year's Evil.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
I think a lot of this, too, it's not just the fallout from New Year's Evil. It's also going to be helping to make sure the stories are set up for Vengeance Day coming in February.
That's true, too.
So this should actually be a pretty good episode, as long as it's not mostly exposition. Law and Order Special Victims Unit is wrapping up.
Mm-hmm.
Husky will one day have internet that actually works.
Mm-hmm. And folks, if you check its Discord channel, you'll see what we're talking
about. What's in Discord? What did I miss in Discord?
Oh, in the general for Panda.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, if you go to the general section of Discord, on the PWC Discord, there's a wonderful shot of Husky. That was weird.
I don't know.
That was weird. But anyways, as we're coming up, so I want to thank everybody for listening to us here at Wrestling with Toxicity. The PWC and TGN networks are looking to have a big next 2 years, and it's a lot of work, but I feel like we have the right people involved, and we're gonna stay committed. So to you, I say,
What do you say?
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing.
you can't hear it. You can't hear it.
No.
Ah, it's too low. It's my applause. It was applause from my soundboard.
Oh.
All right, but then, now, forever together, NXT is beginning, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, NXT has gotten a little like they're really pushing the boundaries on what they're doing lately.
Yeah.
We got 3 F words in that Chase U skit alone.
Mm-hmm. So that Dijak Dawn match was a lot better than I thought it was going to be honest.
I knew it was going to be a good match. It just didn't go the way I thought they'd do it. But the Rumble,
Indy Hartwell was on the main roster.
It's got to be soon, right? It has to be soon.
Yeah,
that would be the best third person for whatever they're calling Mia Yim now, and Candice LeRae against Damage Control.
Yeah, Mitchin,
that's it. Yeah, Michin.
And yes,
Michin.
Toxic Attractions fall at the exact same time and hitting the floor at the exact same time last week was a thing of beauty.
I agree.
That was a good tag team match, and I was glad to see Gallus come back.
Yeah, Gallus is.
That's awesome.
I'm glad that WWE in some ways has kept to their word that a lot of the talent that was released during the pandemic has come back in one way or another.
And I actually, I really like when they went back and like they talked about how at Vengeance Day they're gonna run this match back. I did appreciate how this went because we still got a really good match out of these two, and then but it was a fact that yeah he won, but it was a count out because of the rope breakage, and it's not how he wanted it to end. So they were able to now run it back for Vengeance Day.
Mm-hmm.
Steel cage.
We're also getting a steel cage on Monday Night Raw with Bayley and Becky.
The steel cage kind of takes away from what's his name? Not Braun Breaker.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Wheeler or Waller.
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller, because one of Grayson Waller's big moves is running into the ring.
Yeah.
Doing the shit through the ropes.
The rolling stunner thing.
So Matt Ward says, I think we could see Doudrop return to NXT as Piper Niven since Gallus is back because it was all due to their visa issues.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That'd be a good fit for her and for everything they got going on.
Yeah, it would also be just a nice reset for her.
Yeah.
And like if they have Roxanne Perez beat Toxic, but if they have Roxanne Perez beat Toxic Attraction at Vengeance Day in the triple threat, at the end of it, you know, when it's all said and done, you know, Piper Niven can come out and just destroy her and start a program with her.
God, I hate this. I hate this so much.
Does it give you a headache?
Oh yeah, I can't even watch it.
It's so cringy and just. Nah.
No Axiom.
It's something I think that I would rather see something like this on Lucha Underground, like when they first started.
Yeah.
Or something like TNA would have done.
Yeah.
So bad.
It makes me nauseous.
It reminds me of Glacier from WWC.
It does.
Glacier. Wasn't it like a $1 million entrance every time or something he come out?
It was something ridiculous.
The motion on Axiom when he comes out is so funny to me because it's supposed to make him look like he's moving really fast, but they don't do anything other than add the shutter effect. So he just looks like he's moving at regular speed, and there's an Axiom behind him that's trying to catch up rather than making him look fast.
Yeah.
I'm starting to enjoy Apollo Crews on NXT.
Yeah, it's back to what he's best
The
at.
match with Braun Breaker was good.
Really good, yeah.
Do we see Carmelo Hayes in the Rumble?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not as a call-up, though.
No, just like Breaker.
We see at least one of those two in the Rumble. At least one of those two. At least Carmelo Hayes or Braun Breaker.
At this last year's Royal Rumble, there wasn't. I can't remember if there were NXT call-ups in there or not. Not
Nope.
call-ups, but guest spots. Because I remember there being really not. Because everyone was anticipating Moose for some reason. But
Yeah.
I remember during the men's Rumble, I can't remember if there were any NXT
Nope.
entrants.
Not a one.
I don't. No.
Oh, and CPG, that picture we did at the end of the Royal Rumble last year, we're gonna recreate it in San Antonio with the guys we have there. Yeah. So I'll be the short guy out front again.
Is Jade going to the Royal Rumble in San Antonio?
I don't think so. So really, the only ones that'll be in the picture that were in the other picture are gonna be me and Matt, but
Yeah.
still. If I can make the Royal Rumble a yearly thing, though, I'm down. I love the Rumble, man. And we had so much fun.
Yeah, Rumble's always fun.
Well, because you remember, we talked about it after the show, how much fun we had at the show. It was such a great Rumble. And then you go back on TikTok or you go back and watch people talking about how they watched it at home. And it was like, oh, it was a terrible Rumble. It's like, what were you watching? And then I realized, oh, it's because we were there live and it's a much different atmosphere. And I love the Rumble so much that if I need to go watch it live every time to make sure I have a good time, oh, but darn, oh, poor me, I'll go watch it live every time.
Right.
The telecast of the Rumble last year did a massive disservice to what the crowd actually sounded like. The pop that Mickie James got coming out with the Impact Knockouts Championship was huge.
Yeah, it was
And
massive.
When I watched the playback, nothing.
Yeah, I actually have I still have the video of her coming out on my phone. And yeah, it's night and day. Like, my phone, you can barely hear anything because everybody's just going nuts. And on a telecast, it sounds... And I hate to say it, but I kind of feel like that was done on purpose.
I agree. The Vince Eric, he doesn't want to promote other brands.
So, yeah.
So, in last year's Royal Rumbles, there was no NXT appearances at all in the females nor the males.
Yeah. Yep.
And Mickie James is actually noted for being from Impact and not just a free agent.
Yeah, no, she was definitely, and she wore the title out. Like, she had the Knockouts title on her. Like, she wore it out, so...
I have a feeling they're going to do that again this year because she's got the title again, and she's on her last road, and I think that they're going to try and make it think this is her special thing that she gets because once she loses the title, her career's over now.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that that'll be her last WWE appearance, and then that'll be it.
There is a rumor out there, and again, take this with a massive grain of salt, that apparently her husband, Nick Aldis, has been talking with WWE.
I was just going to ask that question. Do you think we see Nick Aldis in the Royal Rumble?
Kids are so expensive, Dad. Now, Katie,
I don't know.
That would be a good shock opponent for Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you have Cody, like who out there that can get in his head, and then Nick Aldis comes out. I would really enjoy that.
Their NWA title match and even the rematch for it was
so good. As much as I love Cody Rhodes, Nick Aldis can carry anybody. He can wrestle a broomstick and put him over. Like, he is one of those guys. And I would love for him to, with a Triple H-led creative, be in WWE. But is it, with the push of Cody Rhodes over through WrestleMania, is it the time to bring in Nick Aldis? Because I would hate for him to get lost in the mid-card. I think he's a world title contender. He's that good.
You also have to take into account, like, you don't want. I'm not a huge fan of what they've done with Karrion Kross.
No, I'm not either.
He doesn't do anything for anybody when he's in a feud with them. He does nothing for them. He gets nothing, and they get nothing, and there hasn't been anything done with him. They teased the, hey, I'll take out Drew McIntyre for you, Roman, but then it's going to be you and me. Nothing.
Yeah.
And every feud he's been in has had, what I've felt anyway, no weight on it. No one comes out of it looking good or particularly over. He's just there. He doesn't sit. Yeah, he doesn't sit in the scene well. He's like, seems really out of place with everything else that WWE's got going on. I don't know, because that, him being a TNA guy, but like, it just doesn't. He doesn't seem to fit in with WWE. I don't know what it is about him, from my perspective anyway, where he doesn't help anybody, and he just is there.
Yeah.
There's no anything going on with him.
He worked so much better in NXT for some reason. But I will say this, like, so with Nick Aldis, of course we all know who he is, but does the casual fan know who he is? So here's my thought.
Not unless you're
big ass TNA fan.
Yeah, so do you
watched all in?
Or you religiously watch the NWA weekly.
Do you bring in Nick Aldis to NXT and have him dominate, have him be the one to beat Braun Breaker down the road, and then build towards... Cody's obviously going to have his feud with Roman. He's going to win the title, but then he's going to feud more with him for a bit before he moves on. Do you give Nick Aldis 6 months or so in NXT to prove himself to the fans, and then bring him up and have him feud with Cody?
I honestly would do a 4 month. Do 4 months undefeated. Just goes through every male on the roster, every single one, and just like, look, this is not what I want. I want what's upstairs, and just go. It's open for whoever wants it, and just then he goes up to the big roster.
See, I think Nick Aldis has made a name for himself enough, or he might be just big enough to be too big for NXT.
That's a possibility.
On that note, though, NXT has never done, as far as I remember, a semi-established or well-established person from the outside coming into NXT and being pissed they're there, that they think they should be at the main roster already. That'd be an interesting angle for Nick Aldis, for him to be like, yep, I signed the WWE contract, but I signed the WWE contract with Triple H or whoever it was, and then he, flips the page over and it's NXT and he's pissed. And then he just mows through all of NXT to be like, why am I here? And then, through however it is they want to put someone in front of him, and then eventually he beats Breaker, and then he gets called up.
What they can also play off a bit of the NWA stuff that happened, the real life NWA stuff. His issues with, like, I left behind the most prestigious belt in wrestling because of bullshit leadership, and now look at me, I get stuck down in NXT when I should be on the main roster destroying everything. Like, there's a way to, like, so the people who do know him and know the inside can be like, ooh. At the same time, the casual fan can be like, oh, this guy's really dominating, and then build him up. And then you have a wonderful feud with him and Cody. Because those guys work so well together.
Mm-hmm. I honestly think that's probably the best use of Nick Aldis.
Again, this is all wild speculation, people. We know nothing. Just a rumor. Take it with a Mount Everest grain of salt right now.
Folks, welcome to the Speculation Nation.
Vengeance Day, February 4th. That'll be a fun watch along too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Jax, that's also our birthday weekend, Jax.
It is. I might be intoxication.
So it's a watch along / birthday party celebration.
Yay!
Oh yeah,
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
dude.
I think Axiom as a character can work. One, get rid of the entrance. Two, find a better feud for him.
Yes.
Who do you say?
I honestly don't know right now, but I mean, I thought Carmelo Hayes would be the one, but the fact that they're keeping it a tag match versus just him and Carmelo.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I feel like there's a very low ceiling on Axiom as a character. I never see him winning anything more than a North American Championship, and even then, it's an if that belt. I think his ceiling is far too low. I'll be honest, I don't ever see Axiom making the main roster. I just don't.
Oh, what was that?
God, no.
Not
Lucha
unless they
House
do a
Party.
serious overhaul.
It's another Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about.
Exactly.
Like, Sin Cara to me never screamed world champion. You know?
Yeah.
And there are some people who will never be it.
That was WWE chasing another Rey Mysterio type, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
They didn't have Rey Mysterio at the time. They did the same shit with Ultimo Dragon. They did the same shit with trying to find another mass luchador wrestler they could plug in because it's a big demographic for them. They get a lot of eyes on them for that. And then the moment that Rey came back and he was in a tag team with Sin Cara, nobody cared. And then once everything leaked about how Sin Cara's entrance worked, and then he got hurt over and over again, everyone had already written him off. There was nothing behind him.
Yeah. It's just like, I just don't see any future for him beyond NXT.
Don't get me wrong.
I can't see that working on the main roster.
He's perfect for NXT. He is perfect for that, that level of entertainment and stuff like that. Will he become world champion of NXT?
No. But I mean, I understand there are people on the main card that will never be more than a mid-carder. I get that. Somebody's got to fill that spot. There are certain people on the main roster that you will never be world champion. I just don't see it. That being said, I don't even see him on the mid-card of the main roster. Like, I just don't, it doesn't work for me there.
I'm still telling you, I told y'all earlier today, and I will repeat myself until it happens. I want to see the Toxic Turtles take one of the titles from the Usos.
Honestly, I'd be down.
Who? What? Who?
Toxic Turtles. Huh? They were a tag team back in WWE or WWF days.
Oh, okay.
It was
just
two
straight gimmick infringement of the Teenage Mutant
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles.
it was two dudes in Halloween costumes for the Teenage Mutant Turtles.
Harry and I think it was like Harry and
Harry and Terry. Harry and Terry.
Yeah.
That's like when WCW did Arachnaman, which was just Spider-Man but in Lakers colors. It was purple and yellow.
Yep.
And it was Road Dogg's brother that actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was Brad Armstrong.
He actually did a lot of really bad gimmicks like that.
Handyman?
Yep. He was what was the other one? He did another one. I think it was in WCW, or it might have been WWF, but he did another one where he was in a really stupid costume for a while. Like, he did a bunch that were like that.
There's my girl. There's my girl.
I thought Gigi was your girl.
That's who's on TV right now.
They do that.
I
How did they
cannot
do
believe
that?
how they were able to. I don't know how they did that, but that was amazing.
Look.
No idea how they did that.
If they did what they said they were going to do, they legitimately did what they said they were going to do.
Hey, Dark Rose drinkers.
No?
It's Duncan, the place you didn't think was for you. Well, meet the side of Duncan you haven't seen.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. The shit coffee with the beans that are on the ground.
I like that Rafi from the league is their announcer now, or their voice.
Yeah.
It was Jason Mantzoukas, is that his name, I think.
Something like that. Mantzoukas? I think that's right. Mantzoukas? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Shaq was my real life big brother.
Turns out some wishes do come true. They'll never know. And it turns out the General is a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, go with the General.
I hate cottage cheese. I don't know why I'm looking at these commercials.
Okay, Bree, quick question.
Yeah.
If you could pick any 3 wrestlers that is currently wrestling for other federations, for men's and women's, who would you pick to be in the Royal Rumble?
Oh.
So 3 men, 3 women.
Definitely Jay White, Will Ospreay. Oh God, third one. Kyrie Zane.
Reach for the sauce that's
Okay.
started in an Italian mother's kitchen. Ragu sauce. Cook like a
Husky, how about you?
3 men, 3 women from other promotions.
Yep.
Alex Kane.
Okay.
Alex Hammerstone.
Okay.
Jacob Fatu.
Uh-huh.
For women,
Uh-huh.
Alley Catch. Sawyer Wreck. And Jordan Grace.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Ninja. Same question.
It would have to be Jonathan Gresham.
Uh-huh.
Josh Alexander.
Uh-huh.
And Josh Woods. I'm in.
Ooh. Okay.
Josh Woods is a good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
For
love
my
John.
women's, it would have to be Anna Peraza,
Nice.
Miller Kelly, Jade.
Yeah.
Jade would have a run in the Rumble like crazy.
Honestly, I'd like to see a Jade Bianca match.
I'd like to see Jade and Charlotte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say Jade and Charlotte.
Jade and Charlotte would go crazy.
Beard, you're 3.
Dalton Castle.
Oh, nice choice.
Moose.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this one, even though it's 2 of them, they count as one, FTR.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
For women, mine have all been named, but Jordan Grace, Deanna Purrazzo, and Kairi Sane.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
For 3 decades.
Matt Ward says EJ Nduka, Tyler Valkyrie, and Athena, and Joe Hendry. Wow, how do we all forget Joe Hendry, friend of the PWC, Joe Hendry?
Yeah.
He said in his, if y'all had watched the video he so kindly sent us. No, because he's very good friends with Bree.
Yes.
He's real
He's my
busy
best friend.
focusing on his digital media championship, so he doesn't really have time for the Royal Rumble right now.
Yeah, but wouldn't the Royal Rumble be one of the best places to defend the digital media championship?
Too
100%.
risky, sir. Too risky.
Too risky.
Too risky,
Comic
sir.
book. So I don't know if you heard the question I asked the other guys, so like that, but give me your 3 non-WWE fantasy bookings for Royal Rumble men's and women. So 3 men, 3 women.
Alex Kane from MLW, number 1 for the men's.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't want to pick Jay White or Will Ospreay because that's too obvious.
Right. Well, this isn't your locker room anymore. You want to call
For ha-has, the Great O'Khan.
Go dress somewhere else.
Fuck yeah.
Just see him absolutely just go in there and tear everyone up and everyone have no idea what to have, and then
I bet you enjoyed that.
the third one, Effie.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
And then for the women's,
I guess I'm just gonna have to show them that
Abaddon.
Oh yes.
Do Abaddon. Let's see. Who else? Non-WWE. Trying to think who else they've got out there. I would like to see Jordan Grace because I think that she would work pretty well with just about everybody that that could be in the Rumble. And then, I don't know why women wrestlers are so hard to choose from.
Partially because there's so many good ones and they're so underrated.
Yeah. Oh, Renee Mitchell.
Ooh. Is she?
Not official.
She was not under contract right now, but she's appeared. She was in the Mae Young Classic, and she was also in a bunch of stuff when Spud was with them.
Oh, that's
Renee
true.
Mitchell would be one. I wouldn't mind her.
I was actually surprised she didn't get more matches during that whole
right
Drew Maverick 24/7 storyline, or Drake Maverick.
I think
Drew
if
Maverick.
they had
Drake
kept
Maverick.
the mixed match challenge, they probably would have wound up in it.
Probably. Matt, I think that's a very unique call out.
Let me just tell y'all how good Gigi Dolan looks on my little monitor.
I agree.
Jax, this is why you have to get a
flat screen plasma.
I have a 42-inch. I have a 42-inch monitor for my computer. I have a 42-inch monitor here, and I have a 55-inch over here if I want to get real big with it. But this is like right in my face, so.
Who is that?
It's amazing how much JC Jane looks like a young version of my ex-wife. My ex-wife Denise looks like she looks like she would be my ex-wife's younger sister. More so than her actual younger sister, actually.
Am I the one who's echoing?
We don't hear an echo.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Doing exactly what needs to be done.
Nonsense.
Toxic Attraction Revenge Tour is in full effect, baby, and it's full steam into Charlotte, North Carolina. Vengeance Day, baby! Roxanne,
Charlotte, North Carolina is not that long of a drive away, Jax.
So I'm scraping up everything I can to get to Texas. I'm gonna have to skip Vengeance Day.
Oh, I mean, if I can work something out, I can always pick you up.
Oh, hold on. Who's this coming out?
Lyra Valkyrie. Or Valkyria or whatever.
Valkyrie, yeah,
That's the one that had
the hell of a run. Yeah, she was the one that was kicking everybody's ass and she threw out Cora Jade and.
Sit at home and put the blame on each other. But that's okay. I'll get my opportunity.
That's Drake Maverick's wife.
Mitchell. We were talking about her earlier. Renee Mitchell. We were talking about her earlier.
where the hell did you come from? You're new, I get it. You dropped from the sky or whatever. you're gonna learn that
Enjoy wings, bitches.
So nice trying to get your little toxic attraction rub, but
You know what I feel like when I see her on TV? It's a 90s rock girl video with what she's wearing.
All I see
Yeah.
are two women who know they can't beat Roxanne by themselves. So they have to do it together.
Does nobody not know wrestling math? 2-on-1, you can't win that.
That depends on your Brock.
I do find it funny that when somebody runs out to save somebody else, they do stop by Gorilla and go, hey, hit my music. Hit my music so I go out there.
Hey, it's my turn with Jinder now. No, I started, I can finish it. It's fine. No, you had your chance. I beat Tatum.
Isn't Roderick strong with these guys?
He's supposed to be. I don't know where he is.
I'm going to talk, and you're going to shut up and listen.
Yeah, okay.
What happened to you guys? What happened to the Creed brothers that were so motivated and disciplined, no matter what? When you guys were locked in, you were the best tag team, with the titles to prove it. And now you're after revenge.
Oh shit, Matt.
You better be lying.
It's far out from what you need to be.
No, 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 no,
Everything
no.
is holy right now.
Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, whoa.
What?
WWE champion.
That better be a fucking lie.
I can't see what you guys are seeing. What happened?
Minutes ago.
Holy fuck.
Jay Briscoe's dead.
Dude,
Passed away, guys.
2023 is the worst fucking year.
Oh.
Why are we not able to get to a single goddamn watch along without something tragic fucking happening?
That sucks.
You've got to be kidding me.
Someone, man. I'm gonna message someone.
That's.
What the fuck?
You won't be able to see this on my stream, but if you're on the PWC, I've got the tweet from Tony Khan here. Sadly, Jamin Pugh has passed away, known to fans as Jay Briscoe. He was a star in Ring of Honor for over 20 years, from the first show until today. Jay and his brother Mark dominated Ring of Honor, reigning as champions to this day. We'll do whatever we can to support his family. Rest in peace, Jamin.
Oh my god. That's awful.
What in the hell? He was only 38 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, I just had to message someone real quick.
Oh, good.
In fact, he was just a few days away from his 39th birthday. January 25th, 1984.
Oh, that's awful.
What the fuck?
Hey, Sam. Yeah, we're all just finding out about this. I'm about to.
Experian helped me boost my FICO score.
Oh, I gotta call Self-Bet. I call him.
How can it help you?
Yeah.
FICO score instantly. Free. Download the Experian app now.
I'm gonna call him while I'm on air.
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably doing something.
With our flea and tick meds. It's not peanut butter. I know.
I don't even know what to say.
Yes, because mom takes the meds out
Briscoe
of the box
passed
and
away.
puts them in the peanut butter.
Sounds like we're getting peanut butter.
Breaking news, brother.
Yes, but that is the Chewy pharmacy box.
The peanut butter box is here. The peanut butter.
All right, I'm out.
Pet prescriptions delivered to your door.
2023 is the worst fucking year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this has not been fun. That's awful news.
Come in, you're gonna be hearing that sizzle. You know that we always have fresh food.
Fresh is what you stand for.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm you know how you're always saying 2023 to hold my beer? I'm like, at this point, hold my keg.
That just one single drop virtually welds itself to the surface. Check it out. That one single drop of Flex Super Glue Can he lift over 3 tons? Get the new Flex Super Glue because it works.
Wow.
If you're in pain and need to stay mobile,
Self-bet just went, no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
line of hot and cold therapy wraps that keep you mobile while you recover.
Might want to go ahead and send him an invite because he might jump up once he's done eating.
I did already send him one in Instagram. So he's got one on Instagram. You can text him and let him know that that invite is in the Instagram box.
Probably look at it. Or I'll text him here. He's
Yeah.
gonna finish up eating first.
Yeah, Sienna, I'm right. I don't. You're good.
Sorry
You're
if
good.
My video feed is me tapping around, or is it Paul Blart? I don't know which one it is.
You're good. You're good.
It's funny.
Good.
I don't.
What the fuck, man?
Supplies and solutions industry plus 24/7 support and over 250 local branches.
Yeah, I'll send you a link, Sienna.
Just stop by. Granger for the ones who get it done.
For Imprint, this is Lisa. I'd like 50
Yeah, Jamal just went, what?
I love it.
Promotional products from 4imprint are certain.
John was downstairs. Alton Castle just tweeted it out too. This is good.
This is fucked up.
WrestleMania goes Hollywood once again, and the last time we took over the City of Angels, our legends and Hall of Famers created some unforgettable outtakes.
I'm a big fucking Briscoe fan, guys. Like this is kind of fucking, kind of sucks.
Yeah, this is.
This one hurts.
So what am I saying? Relive memorable clips on all our WWE social platforms on the road to WrestleMania. Big difference this time around. NXT stand and deliver on WrestleMania.
Hey Husky.
Not there.
If you want, I mean, I know you know him a little bit better than the rest of us. If you want to reach out to Brian and let him know if he needs anything, man, just to hit us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout the Sledge, just to let everyone know that if you need anything.
Yeah.
Cora Jade did have to wait a generation to get eliminated, as Lyra Valkyria sent her flying over the top. Cora won't get over that one for a while. But what I can't get over is Kiana James saving Fallon Henley. And why was her giving Valentina Feroz advice? Forget
I think he's working on that right now.
every woman for herself.
Yes, the prayers and thoughts would go out to his daughters.
Yeah, I don't.
brothers,
Again, I don't
his
even.
dad, his mother, like there's no. Celebrate with a party of two. That's all the excitement you're gonna get out of me the rest of the night. By the way.
Yeah, it's like.
Thank you so much for the raid. If you're just tuning in, we have the sad news. To
Yeah, Sienna, check your Instagram. Sienna, check your Instagram.
13-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion, Ring of Honor OG, and one of the best damn tag team on this planet. Jay Briscoe has passed away. Hey, guys, I have no words. I have no
Yeah,
words whatsoever.
I'm completely at a loss for words. I don't know what to say.
So stay tuned for that and updates on the life of
Let's see.
Holy shit! What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
I had to end my stream early, so I decided to raid in and send my followers to here, though.
Well,
This is fucking shocking.
we appreciate that. We hate that this is the reason why, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, but, like, the thing is, like, I read the news on my social. I don't want to be alone, you know? It's like, I really don't want to do the stream alone and all that time. I'm still doing with you guys because I'm fucking shaking right now with this news. This is like Brody Lee announcing news all over again from 3 years ago. Like,
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. We talked about this. We had that terrible stream on Monday night where all that shit went down. And I was like, 2023 is telling 2022 to hold my beer, and here they go again. It's this the worst fucking year, and we're not even out of January yet.
like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, I don't even fucking understand. I even tried to message Panda also, but he hasn't responded back.
I don't even want to think about what they're going to do with the tag team titles right now. That's not even important. No offense to you, Matt. It's not even important. All that's important is that all our thoughts and prayers, that whoever you pray to, or if you don't pray at all, as many thoughts and good energies to the universe you can put out there to his family, his kids, his brother, everybody that was close to him. God damn.
I've been watching this man wrestle. I'm going to give you all my backstory on how long I've been watching the Briscoes. Gabe, I've been watching the Briscoes since I was, in my teens, the first Ring of Honor pay-per-view where brothers they were both there. I mean, they've been with Ring of Honor since day one.
It's day one.
I mean, they never needed another promotion. It's fuck.
He was just 8 days from his 39th birthday too, and I feel that, unfortunately, I lost my closest best friend just 2 months from his 39th birthday.
Oh my god.
And so I don't even
Dave's
know.
First match, Mark was there on the side.
Yeah.
'cause he wasn't 18 yet. He was 17. He couldn't wrestle. And as soon as Mark turned 18, they started wrestling. 13-time champs with your brother is something to proud of. His daughters and his whole family and the whole wrestling community should respect these that career he had. Never needed to make the main stay to an AEW or to a WWE. We lost a innovator tonight.
Ugh. I had his Wikipedia up because I was looking at some of the stuff he's done, and the page refreshed, and they've already updated it. God damn it.
That's tomorrow. When we do our pop-up, let's watch some Jay Briscoe matches.
Yes, yeah, I'm all for it. Oh, it was a car accident. It was a car accident in Maryland.
Oh my god.
And apparently another person was also killed in the accident, but that has not yet been confirmed.
Don't let it be Mark. Isn't Jay married, or is he recently divorced? He was still married at the time. He was still married.
He was still married. That is Isla Dawn, and certainly has changed the complexion of the Soul Snatcher.
Ooh, that move fucking is awesome.
Dude, that shit goes insane.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
No, you're good. I
now know what I'm gonna have to do now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to dread my hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dread my hair in remembrance of Jay.
Guys, I'll be right back. All right.
I'm gonna go get me something to drink real quick. Probably weep in peace for a second.
Folks, remember out there, if you need help, you need anything, PWC is there to help you out in any way we can. There are numbers and contacts and people you can talk to in times of depressions or anything. Remember, you are worthy. Your life is meaningful. If you need help seeing that, we here at the PWC can help you out. This is an unfortunate event. I know it's hitting everybody really hard. And if you need to talk.
What the arrogant Aussie has to say next on NXT.
We got a KO problem. We're gonna smash him, and we ain't ever gonna see Kevin Owens again.
This Friday,
We'll make it official with a contract signing.
an incensed Tribal Chief comes face to face with his Royal Rumble opponent, Kevin Owens. Plus, a massive collision kicks off a #1 contender
This dick.
Live this Friday, 8/7 Central, only on Fox.
What's it like? Always knowing the truth.
I could just tell.
When anyone is lying.
I think there's been a murder. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
You ever gamble? Because you can make a killing.
Nah.
Can y'all hear
What's
me?
up, sweetheart?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know how to do all this on Discord. Like, I can't even get my camera to come up.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm gonna.
For the #1 stain fighter and odor remover, it's got to be Tide.
But, dude, fuck.
Reach for the sky, boys.
So tomorrow, our pop-up stream is going to be. We're gonna watch some Jay Briscoe matches. I'll find like 3 of them, and we'll just.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
TV.
I'm trying to get it to connect to my camera instead of my laptop camera. I don't know if I can. Figured that might be a U.
No, it'll be in your settings. It should. If you go to
Down to,
click on the
see that settings. Yes, go there.
User
yeah.
settings.
Yeah, click there. Okay, see where it says video audio?
No.
I can look for video or audio.
Yes.
If you go back to the screen with all our
Oh, there we
faces,
go.
yeah, there you go. You'll find it. Okay.
Go to the video. Once
Scroll
you click
down. Yeah, scroll down and pick your source.
Find video, and then find the camera.
Buy one get one free boneless Thursdays and wing bundles from $9.99 only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm at a loss for words.
No, and I saw Briscoes twice at GCW in 2021. Like,
I sent a message to my boy Mike, because Mike worked a ton of shows with those boys. I worked one show with the Briscoes on it. I never actually nothing more than shaking hands and how you doing, because they were kind of in their own corner of the locker room kind of thing. But I worked an FIP show they were on.
Hey, Lord Mannix. Yeah, we all just heard about it also.
And if
this is the greatest, if not the greatest, the top 3 greatest tag teams over the past 20 years.
Yeah.
From the moment Ring of Honor started to today, one of the greatest tag teams, a former world champion, the man who beat ended Kevin Steen's reign of terror in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
This sucks.
And if I see,
Can you send me the link to the stream?
yeah, I'll send it via Instagram.
Not to like join it, but for someone to join from the outside just to watch it.
Oh, okay, the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put it in there. It'll be an Instagram.
Oh, there's his pretty face.
Yeah, if I see one person on TikTok trying to bring up old crap that he apologized for profusely, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. The fuck out. I've told you guys that it's always best if we turn the other cheek, but I swear to God, it's gonna be. I'm not even gonna go on TikTok for the next couple days.
Yeah,
buckle up, because if I see it, I'm going off.
yeah, me too. I'm gonna post like old, clips from GCW.
Shout out to my homie Husky repping the sleeveless with me. I appreciate
you already
that.
You already know what it is, dude. It hits 70 down here. I'm fucking no sleeves.
Oh, shut up with that 70-degree weather.
It's 70 in Texas too.
Man,
I'll take your cold weather. I hate that shit down here. I hate Florida. It's fucking nasty and sweaty.
I'm looking at the picture of what I
Oh, hi Sienna. I'm sorry, my camera's blocking you, so I can't see the bottom 2 levels. Hi Sienna.
I took a couple pictures when I went to GCW in 2021. The Briscoe versus PCO and Brody King. That was a kill.
Dude, I mean,
even though I haven't met them, but getting them up close. And they were the former GCW tag team champions. Before losing to Alley Cat and Effie.
Does anybody know what happened?
It was all I know. All I know is it was a car accident, and there might be a second fatality in the car accident. That's not confirmed.
And there might be a fatality in the car. I got their entrance. But I'm just loading on my computer.
Okay, so somebody from the area, apparently in Maryland, they have the police scanners there put out stuff. So apparently there were 2 deaths in the accident. And there's 2 patients in critical condition. So 4 people total were in the accident. All 4 people were trapped. So apparently it was very bad.
Oh my god.
I don't know who else was in the car. I don't know.
Am I allowed to go off on Twitter?
Is somebody saying something stupid on Twitter already?
I'm gonna not kid you not.
Already.
Left a big vote in the Ring of Honor New Era TV roster who just crowned new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Yeah, that's someone's tweet.
Sounds like Skip Bayless talking about what happened on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, some guy named Pete Mark.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't give them that power over you. Okay. We as a company, we as a family are trying to.
Not even a company, not even just for your own health, your own mental health. Don't even. That's why I said I'm just not. I'm gonna stay off of TikTok for the next few days. I'm just not doing it. Just not, because it's not worth it.
It's gonna be a bunch of edgelords for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
It is. It's not even gonna be worth.
It's not even worth scrolling through
any
it.
of the effort.
Nope.
You're absolutely correct.
I think one of the things we got to
remember that last promo they did. Well, they said our name on national TV. Thank you, ass boys. I was like, holy shit.
One of my favorite Jay Briscoe promos is when he's at the farm and he's cutting a promo on his brother.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Was actually the first video that popped up when I searched his name. Was that promo?
Was it?
AJ, we're talking about that right now. By the way, great last name, AJ. But you know, realize that was there. Yeah, we're all devastated. We don't even really know what to say. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to do our pop-up show, and it will be a tribute to Jay Briscoe. Yeah, that Jay Briscoe Adam Cole match was phenomenal too. You're right, Matt.
Yeah.
That's gotta be watched. That has to be watched.
Yeah. So we're gonna Jax, find whatever matches you think would be best for us to watch, and we will watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stopped watching fucking NXT. I'm sorry.
Well, it's just a Grayson Waller interview. You're fine.
Holy shit! I got. Oh my.
Briscoe versus Samoa Joe is a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just this sucks. A wife lost a husband, child lost a dad. It sucks. I mean, it sucks. You know, I was such a big fan of the Briscoes. Like they were just because you know Cornette said it best. You just can't script those two.
No,
they are who they are. And man, sucks.
I'll be honest. For me, the Briscoes are what got me into Ring of Honor. They drew me in.
Well,
yeah, on the bright, you want to know something cool?
What's that?
When I click the Briscoe match,
yeah,
on my recommendation videos next to it,
yeah,
it's the TGN Networks.
Oh, nice. It is pretty cool. I hate that that's how you're finding out, but that's cool.
Beard, I've gotten here late. Did you ever get a chance to meet and talk with the Briscoes?
I did once. I worked one show. I worked one FIP show where they were there. It was pretty much just handshakes because they had their own corner of the locker room and when nobody really bothered them. They were kind of the main attraction that night. But they were very nice, and again, handshakes and how you doing? It's nice to meet you. But watching them work live was amazing, and being in the locker room with them was palpable. And I've already contacted my friend Mike, who did a lot of shows with them. So, and the Briscoes would come down to the Steve Kern School of Hard Knocks and work out whenever they were in Florida from time to time too. It just so happened that I never got a chance to work out with them because I wasn't there those days. But they did a lot with the school. This is just brutal.
You know, I always dreamed of having, you know, Briscoe Brothers versus New Day, Briscoe Brothers versus Usos. The Briscoe Brothers Usos was the match.
Oh yeah.
Briscoe Brothers versus FTR for a million years. That's all I ever wanted was those matches over and over and over.
Yeah.
You need to clean that crap out of your nose.
Novage is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter, but it's not perfect. Novage is mucus and germs powered suction. Join nearly so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay.
Absolute insanity.
It's nice to breathe. Novage, clean nose, healthy
Weird
life.
for fine.
Is here, and I needed it because my fridge is super empty.
No. The second time I've seen Briscoes in GCW. Just... Fuck. Yeah.
Oh God, I need to stop. I gotta stop. The two other people in ICU are his fucking kids.
Oh no.
That's awful.
So now I'm really worried that his wife was the other one who passed away.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Vincent, stop. Please.
I mean, I should stop, but at the same time, I'm trying to make sure we figure out what's going on. And also, it's kind of our responsibility to keep everybody informed here.
Good point.
And I'm not going to sit here and let people just worry and wonder, you know, so. I will say that I'm not seeing anything negative on Twitter, which is very nice. The amount of outpouring and love I'm seeing is amazing. So that makes me very happy to see.
I don't even know what's going on. I can't win title matches. I can't win against rookies. I don't know.
You just need to be patient. It took us some time to win the tag titles.
I mean, look at us now. We're the longest reigning tag champs, and there's not a team that can beat us. So, chill. Is that right? Well, maybe I need to be setting my eyes on yous too. Women's tag team champion Alba Fire sounds really good to me.
Comicbook.com.
Do what?
It's comicbook.com an okay website?
Yeah, they're usually pretty reliable.
I don't need anyone.
What did they have?
Right, I'm glancing through it right now.
Sorry, I had to go out there and hug my kids for a minute.
Yeah, of course. That's what I figured was what you were doing.
Okay,
It
they're
doesn't-
just saying no cause of death at this point.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I did see the Briscoe versus Jacob Fatu and Juicy finale. Debut. Yeah.
The two of them just posted a photo together 6 hours ago on their Twitter.
Yeah. With his new, with that, he had a new
Yeah,
hat.
new
that
hat.
said
13 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He was, my God, he was 38 years old.
He was 8 days away from his 39th birthday. 8 days. And again, I understand how gutting this is. I lost my closest friend of 30 years. He died of a heart attack at the age of 38, just 2 months before his 39th birthday. And to this day, it still hurts. And that was 2 years ago, and it feels like it happened yesterday, so I can only imagine how... I just don't even understand.
I'm right there with you, Vince. I'm right there with you.
Tag team champions returned last week. Obviously, the suspension is lifted, and I know you just said you loved it. What is your Hall of Fame takeaway from seeing Gallus in person for the first time?
Unlike the New Day, these guys
Last time I seen the Briscoe, the 25th of February 2022. Fucking last year.
We're only halfway through January. God damn it.
You don't feel bad for Briggs and Jensen. I mean, their spot was taken from them last week.
Look here, man. I have very little sympathy. That's something they need to talk to their mother about.
I got them.
Mark Coffey making his their mother. Mark Coffey tagged into the match as Coffey and Wolfgang right now taking it right to the ring. A lot of pent-up aggression when it comes towards the team they're facing here tonight. They've been plotting this return since September, and I said it again. Or I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Shouldn't you be over it? It's been 4 months.
Look here, man.
Move on.
Like I say,
grow up.
You don't get over something like that when you feel like you've been wrong. But tonight, these guys are back. Gallus is back to create mayhem and destruction. And it starts right here with these two guys. I love it.
Yeah, take a look at the destruction right now. Briggs is legal, made the tag into the cover, and a kick out.
There's still no word on who the other fatality was. We can only... No. It doesn't. It also doesn't say if there was a second car involved or not. I can't find any information on that.
We can only pray that it wasn't his children. I hope that is wrong.
Well, last report we saw was that the kids are in ICU, so they're alive but in critical care. Let's see.
I just messaged Kingpin to see how he's doing. If he's heard anything or not.
Panda?
What's up?
Has anyone trying to get a hold of Panda?
I texted him. I texted him the news before I came up here. He hasn't responded. He's in a weird. Nah, he's in a weird area right now where he's staying. So sometimes it's great service, sometimes it's shit.
Yeah. I just let the Phenomenal Four crew know what's going on in the group chat. They didn't know until.
Putting aren't or ain't. Get fat fingers, like shaking and trying to text.
Oh fuck.
Oh fucking damn it,
man. Kingpin just sent us a picture of him and Jay. Like, it looks recent, too. Fuck.
as you see on the outside, Jensen is hurt. Briggs is by himself, and Mark Coffey and Wolfgang are just decimating Briggs at this
Briscoe
moment.
matches the team.
What are they thinking right now? They keep it up, their ass going to be suspended again.
Man, I could just imagine Chicken right now.
Oh man,
Mark's probably fucking
a fucking wreck.
Thoughts and prayers go out to him also, and their dad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, one thing my mom's always told me is, or parents aren't supposed to bury your kids, and like this one's like,
Yeah.
Or if you tuned in and for all the fun and there's just no fun and excitement right now. I'll just paint the fucking picture.
Yeah, obviously we're normally more alive, but
NXT.
I'll be right, guys. I gotta.
okay, yeah, take your time. I'm keeping an eye. I'm just trying to keep an eye on everything going on. I want to, see what happens with the other fatality, unfortunately. But the outpouring of love that I'm seeing on Twitter is heartwarming, to say the least.
If you're like me, you're sick of underwires. Well, Nyx makes wireless bras that you will love. They're supportive, they're comfortable, and they fit up to an H cup.
Join the millions of women who have switched to a wireless bra. Find yours at Nyx.com.
I just sent Brian Malonis a text too, just saying, prayers.
Said the one thing he did say to us in the chat was Jay was a great person and a good friend. And as much as we do know Brian, we're not going to go any farther than that. That's this man's friend, so
yeah,
right.
I mean, he did want us to express on how much of a good person and good friend that Jay Briscoe was.
Yes.
Nice and Dishes, thank you for posting that in the chat.
Yeah. Let me put that up on the screen too.
Yeah. I felt it necessary to do that.
So I obviously don't want to go any deeper into any of this, what I'm about to say, but of course, John, you and Jax, we talked about it last night. I kind of gave you some insight into some certain things going on with myself. And so I've had a very different perspective on things as of late because of that. And seeing stuff like this just reaffirms everything that's going on. And just absolutely devastated. And it's so short and so out of nowhere and just...
Hall of Famer. Hall of fucking Famer.
Yeah, I
had to hug my mom and, telling her thank you for teaching me, how to drive properly. It's like, because I just got my license a month ago and a car as well. So, yeah. But it's like, I'm scared altogether. Like, scared of what's going to be happening next.
Didn't really look like Fallon Henley was too impressed. You talk about Wolfgang. Take a look at the height of the big man. And it is Wolfgang who is in control. You got to wonder about Jensen. That lower back has been an issue throughout this entire match.
Wolfgang bringing the pain, and as you talk about gravity, bringing down a lot of weight down on this kid. Jensen right now, Vic, he's in what I call dire straight.
Blows like it's unbelievably shitty that the Briscoes are literally about to be everywhere.
Yeah.
With what's coming for Ring of Honor, and that was going to be they were the flagship for the tag team division for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And now what?
Oh shit.
They were gonna have they were gonna have their long overdue moment in the sun.
Oh yeah.
The entire general wrestling fan base should have known this team years ago.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that even though they didn't ever really have a national spotlight as far as a TV deal or whatnot, that even casual fans knew who they were. They had just that much of an impact. That I know that casual fans knew who they were. Even if they had never seen a match, they knew of them. And
chicken.
Yeah, they just.
Oh, chicken. Them crazy boys.
Man. I know I'm going to spend most of my day watching Briscoe's promos.
I'm sorry. I can't watch.
I'm not paying any attention whatsoever to NXT.
I've stopped trying.
Yeah, I'm not paying any attention to it. It's on in the background for me, but I'm not paying any attention, and I'm not worried about it. So don't apologize for anything. Like we said, tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to do a pop-up show, and it's going to be all in honor of Jay. We're going to watch matches. We're going to talk about how great he is. And that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, for sure. And I don't care how long we go. Honestly, Jax, if you and I
start a little earlier,
if we can do noon our time, which would be 11 your time, I think, right? If we want to start at noon, if we went, which that's 9 a.m. your time, unfortunately, Sienna. But whenever you want to come in, Jax, if we go until if we go until Wolfpack starts, I don't give a shit. I can go all day and we can watch matches all day long. So. However long we're gonna be on, we'll be on. I'm not. There's no time frame. There's no time limit. Do you want to do? You want to do noon tomorrow, Jax? What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now we can.
Okay. Yeah, I can do noon tomorrow. No
Okay.
problem.
And we'll just go.
I should be on same time.
Yeah, and then we'll just go. We'll just go as long as we want to go, as long as we can handle it. Tomorrow is a big day for the PWC with the Wolfpack. We have a business lawyer coming in to really break down what's going on with the WWE sale and the lawsuit with Vince McMahon. But, obviously this is very important, and we will honor Jay Briscoe tomorrow on our pop-up afternoon show. Yeah. Gunther, the Usos, Matt Cardona, the NWA, Brock Anderson. Everybody sending their love out.
Everybody. Why is this person?
I'm ready to throw up.
That's good.
Not the throwing up part. Obviously, that's bad. But it's good that you're nervous.
Yes,
You know, that's what you wanted.
My phone has been blowing up. Are we getting the new JCU swimming pool?
Oh, is this excitement about this match tonight, or?
Oh, you know what it's about. Watch this.
That's why Thea's match tonight is a must-win for Chase U. Our recent win-loss record is not reflecting good on me, or you, or anyone else. It's bringing the entire university down. You're right, dude. Oh, I know I'm right. You don't have to tell me I'm right. Try and find someone that can tell me I'm wrong.
Professor, I don't know who was filming it.
I don't care who filmed it.
Oh, there's another match that was actually really good. I didn't even think about. Shane Taylor versus Jay Briscoe.
Oh yeah.
That was another banger.
That was a banger of a match, man.
Okay, Thea, let's go. Okay.
Thea Hale in action next.
Every superstar
30 men.
Oh,
has an origin.
that is indeed.
Every journey
The ultimate prize at stake.
has a destination.
The last man and woman standing
I'm just looking at Briscoe versus PCO and Brody teams from I filmed at PW. Oh, shit. Stop.
Hey, I get it. Commitment. Not when you're saving up to 15% with Subscribe and Save at Amazon. You get free repeat delivery on your favorite items. And if things don't work out, you can always cancel. Seriously, no one would judge you for it.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
I hate to do this, but it's moments like this that we need our website up and running.
Well, in all honesty, I've looked at just about every article I could find, and they've all been very respectful and very good. So that I can appreciate.
We're here to prevent the apocalypse. Your family must sacrifice one of the three of you, or the world will end.
We're not sacrificing anyone.
If you don't choose,
My son is gonna die.
Rated R.
Will remain radioactive.
Let's see.
Well, thank goodness it's time for the good news of the week.
And boy, do we need it.
Damn.
Well, this safe driver saved money with the Snapshot app from Progressive. How do you feel?
Good.
He's better than good. He got rewarded for driving safe
Sorry,
and driving less.
Sorry, Barb, just to confirm, this is the feel-good news of the week?
This is what we found. Yay, Snapshot.
Fire it up, Randy.
That's how you make it. Like it never even happened.
Serve Pro.
See you tomorrow.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks Relief works fast. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Available in stores everywhere.
Big news. Right now at Spectrum Mobile, unlimited is only $29.99 a month, and your next line is free. Or to rephrase it, you get nationwide 5G for just $29.99, and your next line is free. Or you could say you get unlimited and reliable coast-to-coast coverage for only $29.99, and your next line is
Actually looking at matches for tomorrow to watch.
Okay.
and your next line's free. Get unlimited for $29.99 a month, and your next line is free for 12 months. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Monday on the Farmageddon season finale, country music stars Chris Young and Elle King really let it fly.
It's the wing of death.
It does come out the same way.
I know. Farmageddon, Monday at 11 on USA.
Oh. Doc, I'm good. I just got the wind knocked out of me. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Doc.
Listen, man. Oh, I gotta go, baby.
What the hell was she doing out there?
check on me and help me out.
Well, clearly she did more harm than good. You cannot be that blind.
She's more concerned about me than you were.
How does she already have you wrapped around her finger? Brooke, she doesn't like you.
Hey.
She's just using you.
Hey! What is she using me for? You got the bar back, right?
Gee, that's a good match. That's a very good match.
And you're gonna have to deal with it.
I don't have to deal with anything. I won't be here to help you pick up the pieces.
Again, I'd like to apologize to anybody watching. I know this isn't exactly the most enjoyable show. But
Ooh, 2003. That's an amazing, amazing match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
Chase University, as we just witnessed moments ago, and you gotta wonder how that plays into this match. But let's talk about Royce for a second. Is she somewhat lost? There's no partner. There's no Sangha after Jinder Mahal's surprise return. Where's her mind at?
You can say that about both of these ladies, because Thea Hale is trying to find that first win, and at the same time, it's almost like finding yourself in that deep water. What do, Vic? You sink or swim. Let's see who actually has that backstroke here tonight.
Taking a look at both these superstars. I mean, let's take a look at the women's division right now. But how big of a matchup is this for these two superstars?
Come on, Vic. I mean, to set yourself up, to move up the ladder, move up in the rankings. A big win is every time you get in the ring, man.
You take a look at what happened earlier tonight. I mean, Sol Ruka picked up a big victory. She's going to certainly open some eyes.
Let me tell you something. The biggest win of Sol Ruka's young career, trust me, she's going to gain from that. She's going to add on to that. Trust me on that. Oh, big.
See what Alba Fire is.
Yeah, the fight at the farm is obviously a classic.
Her presence known here in NXT. Look at the 4 women in our main event as well, as we get a cover by Royce and a kick out by Hale.
Like, there's so much I want to say, but at the same time, I don't know what to say at all.
We're in that weird area right now.
Yeah, and I just...
Saw that one a minute ago.
And you can even sense the air come out of the NXT universe for just a moment as Hale now charging it. Could be looking for a crucifix pin. For Royce, though, showcasing some strength right now, up and over. Hale trying to take an alternate route. It's caught. It's covered. Able to kick out. Ooh, what a kick right to the face. Moonsault connects into the cover.
I didn't leave. I was letting Lady bet on the rest of the news.
How's she handling it?
These social media quacks, they're always, always looking for something to go viral. Yeah, I believe in exactly what my man had to say. I think it was taken out of context.
Well, first off, we have to, acknowledge the fact that NXT Anonymous again striking, able to post that footage. I mean, that's just creepy to me. Just creepy to me.
We had a name for those people called Anonymous back in the day, guys.
It is heartwarming to see so many people from so many different companies out there just pouring the love out and talking about how great he was. And how a lot of what they're talking about isn't just his in-ring performances, but how great he was in the locker room. So that's really nice to see.
Yeah, I just saw back-to-back Jimmy Jacobs and Sami Callihan post.
Yeah, Josh Alexander, T.J. Wilson,
even Walter,
James.
Yeah,
just posting something.
Mike Bailey, Kevin Blackwood, Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, Buddy Matthews, no, screw that now. That's a different tweet.
I'm Pillman.
As
yeah. Warrior Wrestling put something out.
The owner of West Coast Pro Wrestling, Kiera Hogan, Lars Fredrickson of Rancid, News Stitch tweeted out. I'm on Twitter, like.
Hey man, Apollo, we got his tonight, bro. It's cool, man. We even. As close to even as it's ever gonna be. Hey, I guess those visions didn't turn out how you planned them to. You know, it kind of sucks.
The Briscoes. I mean, the Usos. I'm sorry.
It just doesn't happen for you, right?
Yeah.
We get it. Hey, bro, you bragging about tag team match, acting like you beat me on your own. Be for real. We call that cheap. Cheap? Come on, guys. Yeah. Y'all know victory is never cheap.
That's respect right there.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Owens. Speak out about it.
The Usos tweet, RIP to the homie Jace Briscoe. Condolences to your family. Rest in peace, Us. And then they tagged Chicken in it. Hashtag them boys.
Pat Wheeler tweeted out, I've been in tears since I heard the news. I just don't have words. Rest in peace, Jay.
We want to take this moment to send our condolences to his friends and his family.
Yeah, even, there's Kenta, Natalia, Takahashi. Yep.
Eva Una.
Did NXT just mention it too?
Yep, it just did.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
They?
Yeah, they just did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Again, that talks about the impact. I mean, that's just what I'm telling you about the impact these guys had. That even NXT was going to bring them up. The fact that they're talking about them on WWE TV and explaining, that's...
That performance was legendary. They just piled it on.
If I know this is not the right time, but if I'm the WWE, I would openly put them in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I was going to say that earlier, actually.
Yeah. There are certain people that go beyond brands. Just like if AJ never went to the WWE, I would say he was a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Or just certain one, and that tag team is one of them.
You listen good. I appreciate you for recognizing how valuable my time is. But instantly, stop. You're not gonna make me sweat a little bit? Feel some extra bumps in my chest.
I'm very glad that they did that.
Oh look, wait a minute. There's my $200.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. After this, stick around. I gotta chat with y'all for a minute.
Yeah, of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Might switch over to StreamYard.
Yeah, we can do that if that's easier. After the show, we can do that. AJ, you've been putting out some great matches. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. They are banger after banger after banger. Briscoe's never disappointed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. The ones you're putting the ones out, I'm actually finding them, trying to find them so we can watch them tomorrow. So you're doing me a lot of big favor too. Thank you.
And again, one more time, AJ, I'd like to say that you have an amazing last name. So well done.
Yep, we greatly appreciate it.
Why are 93% of Sleep Number sleepers very satisfied with their bed? Maybe it's because you can gently raise
Yo, Ben just posted a tweet.
stay comfortable all night. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only
Time
$19.99
Mellow
only for
posted
limited
a
time.
tweet. Selena Vega with 3 broken hearts with a hashtag RP Briscoe.
Has Cornette posted anything? He has me blocked.
No.
You got blocked by Cornette.
Yeah.
He might have me blocked too.
Okay.
I made a joke about how his lawyer sucks, and his lawyer hadn't won him any cases, and he blocked me.
I wrote an article. I wrote an article in favor of him, and he still tried to sue me.
He's just a
Right. I'm going to be completely honest. Probably going to start tomorrow's pop-up stream for Jay Briscoe. And the Briscoes versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Okada.
That's a great match.
That's a fucking banger.
Fucking ridiculous.
Very, very, very classy move by WWE to acknowledge Jay.
Yeah, it was.
Respect to that.
Yeah, I'm seeing that all over Twitter now. People are saying it was very classy of them to do that.
mean, people wouldn't have blamed the WWE for not saying anything and just ignoring it, or even just putting a tweet out stuff like that. But to actually do it live during NXT, that's amazing.
Yeah, just not even 30 minutes after it happened.
Dude, I'm willing to bet anything that Triple H really, really would have wanted the Briscoes.
Oh, there was tons of rumors that he wanted them in WWE for years, and he's even talked to them about NXT and when he was running that, all kinds of stuff. He's wanted the Briscoes for a very long time. He's always had the best respect for them.
Whether you play by the rules or throw the rule book away, you fight to win. You fight for respect.
You Sangha, clear think the same.
You're damn right. And stop sulking over Sangha. I stood with men before and I realized to get what I want, I have to stand on my own and do whatever it takes. And I practice what I preach. So make sure that you watch my match against Wendy.
Community that Jay Briscoe. Booker, we were just informed of some tragic news inside the wrestling community that Jay Briscoe has passed away. I want to take this moment to send our condolences to his friends and his family.
Cash Wheeler.
Yep.
I've been in tears since I heard the news. I don't have the words. Rest in peace, Jay. Those 4 men made magic. Those 4 men.
That dog collar match was damn near match of the year.
I agree.
So for those, I found a tweet of the actual video of WWE. Oh, I'm sharing it in the wrong thing. Hold on. I gotta share it in Discord. Sorry. My bad.
I
Where's it at? Hold on a second, guys. I'll get it up in a second. I'm really not liking this Discord video call.
It keeps kicking me out.
Yeah. Might have to do stream or Zoom next time.
Yeah. The only problem, I can't use StreamYard because I'm streaming to multiple channels, so I'll have to Zoom us all in and then do it that way. I just hate using Zoom, but all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh, let me replay it.
Booker, we were just informed of some tragic news inside the wrestling community that Jay Briscoe has passed away. We want to take this moment to send our condolences to his friends and his.
Can you guys even hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Let me do it one more time. I'll have it focused on the screen. That way everybody can see it.
Booker, we were just informed of some tragic news inside the wrestling community that Jay Briscoe has passed away. We want to take this moment to send our condolences to his friends and his family. Booker, we were just informed of some tragic news inside.
That was very nice of them to do that.
I don't know Jay that well, but for specific that I have just randomly hanging out with him and some other after the show, and he had me laughing until I was in tears. Just an incredibly nice, down-to-earth person. Rest in peace, Jay. Harry Silpin just posted a tweet. Yeah. I lost one of my kids in the world, lost a great man, rest in peace. And it's a picture of him with Jay.
It's not about Gallus, it's us. We are the rightful #1 contenders to those NXT tag team.
Archer did posted a tweet, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. Dijak just posted a tweet also. Jay Briscoe was a wonderful human being. He loved his family so much, so much. He was so proud of them. Rest with God, my friend.
No. Pretty deadly. The new day of got it bang on. You two don't deserve a chance at those titles. Ever since we battled
You
Tomorrow-
two don't deserve a chance at the titles.
Tomorrow is Mark Briscoe's birthday.
Oh God. So Jay was 8 days away from his birthday and 1 day away from his brother's birthday.
Wow.
Wow.
NXT Tag Team Championships are done. And you know why? Because the Gallus boys are back on top. You're right, Marcus. Nobody expected us to show up last week. And after we put Deadly to bed and Briggs and Jensen,
Well,
you two are next.
we were very privileged over the past year to see the Briscoes face some of the best tag teams on the planet, between the Machine Guns, the Good Brothers, FTR.
FTR.
It was if for nothing else, we got to see them go against the teams we always wanted to see them go against.
Yeah, as tragic as it is, and he was far, far, far too young. We did get 20 wonderful years of pro wrestling that that will live on forever. He's immortal in that sense. And what he was able to do in that 20 years is from just always. It was putting on 5-star matches from day one. And we at least he'll be immortal in that sense. We can watch him till the end of time.
Not trying to change the subject, but keeping it with NXT, I am really enjoying the fact that New Day is in NXT.
I am as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets him off the main roster for a while, which means people start forgetting about him a little bit, so they'll not be there the entire time. And then when they come back,
Well, me and Lara are
boom.
bonded by a common enemy. Whether it's Toxic this week, Cora Jade last week, new girl here. And everybody knows
A show on Netflix called Sex Before the Internet.
to make my life miserable. And I'm not gonna let them do that to Lyra.
That was a very random
They're
statement.
hard to do back sometimes.
I make an exception. Roxanne was there for me, so in the main event,
By now you heard the news about what happened.
Unfortunately, Coach Ron, I still have not heard any news on who the second fatality was in the accident. So,
I have no fucking words, y'all.
yeah, it's just absolutely insane.
It hit the top 40. Champ, would you like to hear a song?
You know, I really don't. I don't.
Okay. New girl. Feliz Navidad. Flying up the charts.
Get out!
Eesh, tough crowd.
Ugh, sorry about that.
Earlier I sat down with the challenger. When we return, I sit down with the champion about what happened last Tuesday at New Year's Eve. You will hear exclusive comments from the NXT champion, Braun Breaker, when we return live here to NXT.
What's it like? Always knowing the truth. I could just tell when anyone is lying.
I hate to do this to you guys, but I'm gonna head on it. I gotta be work early in the morning.
Alright.
Yeah, it's all good.
Your company has been a pleasure. The things we have gone through in this last 2 hours, how long this has not been a pleasure.
Yeah, it feels like 24 hours, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man, get some rest.
Right.
Super bro, get some rest.
Yep.
See you guys.
Meeting a new young homeowner for the first time is a unique challenge.
So you think you can help?
I can tell you right now that one of my favorite matches was him and Kevin. Kevin Steen. They tore the fucking house down.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the coolest thing about that was because since you knew Jay could do it, but with the fact that he was a part of a tag team, it was like, he might not. Right. But when he fucking did, man, that place came unglued.
Even when he did like get his title run and all that, he went back to what he knew. He went back to tag teaming with his brother. It was phenomenal.
Be right back. You guys just take off my contact lens.
Yeah, you're good.
And I'm so thankful that people who did not know what Ring of Honor was these last 2 years since Tony Khan bought it, and people went, "Oh, what's Ring of Honor?" To experience, to me, it's been, and I've preached it since I got on the channel, Ring of Honor fan since day one. Like when the Wrecking Crew interviewed Brian Malonis, I about shit my pants. I still don't believe I have a Sledge autograph. Like that kind of Ring of Honor fan.
Yeah.
And it's so great to see new fans get to experience 3 of the best matches the Briscoes had.
And
he didn't need a big, long storytelling thing to get those matches. It was and we're going to give you the Briscoes and FTR. Okay, thank you. We want that. And they stole the show every time.
Yep.
Without fail.
Business voice for $19.99 a month. Then add a mobile line with unlimited data for free. That's everything you need. Now, what don't you need?
Nonsense.
No nonsense. No contracts, no surprise fees, no added phone taxes. Get 600 meg internet for $49.99, business voice for $19.99, and free Spectrum Mobile. And they throw in the no nonsense for free. Call 877-785-9.
Be right back, guys.
And switch to Spectrum Business today.
Yeah, my contact lens was about to pop out, so I had to like hurry and take them off.
I can't do it. My wife asked me if I ever want to try contacts. I was like, no, I can't do anything near my eye like that.
Yeah, no, same. I need glasses so bad, but
I just got mine like 3 or 4 years ago. I just started freaking having them, but man, I can definitely see a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wore glasses since I was 12 years old, and then I started wearing contact lenses when I was 22. So I'm like, and it's like, you know, much cheaper. So I was like, it's interchangeable.
I'm not trying to change the subject or anything with me, but did you happen to notice what the theme song for?
Yes, I did.
It's Riptide by
Yes.
Bear.
Yeah.
Very good song.
Looked up tickets to that show. Yeah, I did. I'm not going to it. Going to it. No.
Jax, are we hopping on a stream after this?
Got time?
Huh?
Got time?
What?
You have the time.
Do I have the time?
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna get in trouble. I don't want Holly to kill me.
No, she'll probably come up here because I'll probably put the girls to bed and then build the stream, make the stream.
And I didn't get that satisfaction. It's tough. You know, it's tough because obviously we saw the rope breaks, not just
Nightly
once,
date.
but twice.
Lord knows I haven't been on one in like 5 years, so I could use it.
But I also saw your face when we all saw the knee.
Almost won't get sick this time. I ate.
Okay, good.
Actually ate during stream.
In that moment, I was preparing my
Good.
next to Booker that I was gonna have to say, and new NXT champion Grayson Waller.
Someone posted a Instagram story. Jay Briscoe forever.
I was set up for the spear. I was ready to rip him.
I just
rolled in. I didn't see it coming.
House of Glory just posted something.
Everything in my power to kick out. I can barely see straight. He proceeds to go up.
Every promotion they walked in the door, they won the tag. They won the tag titles. The indie companies wanted to say the Briscoes held their titles.
Oh yeah.
Every company that was, I mean, you got to say, man, there's probably a little bit deep down in Vince, Triple H, then says, man, the Briscoes should hold our titles.
Well, Triple H wanted them. Triple H actively tried to get them in NXT. It kept getting shot down by, I think, the board and probably Vince. He definitely wanted them. He knew what kind of talent they were, which is why I was with Self Bet on the whole. They should be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
They are in the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame.
Oh, for sure, 1,000%. They're the foundation
Yeah.
of that company.
And no, they already are. They were inducted in the first class.
Oh, were they?
It was, it was like
Yeah, I think they
him,
were actually the first names mentioned.
Yeah, they were
it
the
was
first inductees.
It was them, Samoa Joe, and Jay Lethal, right?
Bryan Danielson and Punk, I believe.
Oh yeah, Punk and Bryan Danielson.
Look, they should be in every Hall of Fame that there is when it comes to professional wrestling.
Oh, they'll be in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, 100%.
We'll go into the Indie Hall of Fame.
He's like the chael
Yeah.
of WWE, where he talks a bunch of trash and then gets his ass kicked in every big fight he's ever had. And he would be an absolute disgrace to be the leader of the NXT brand. Guy only cares about himself. He's selfish. He's here.
Still can't find out too many details, even going directly to the police website on the accident. I don't know if there was a second car involved. I don't know who the second victim was. I'm not 100% sure on the other two people who went to ICU being the kids. That's just what every report I'm seeing is saying. But I can't find anything else. I don't think we're going to find out much probably till tomorrow. Well, I have to just wait and see how that goes. But
Who is this guy?
I forgot his name. Javier Bernal.
Where's Elias?
Elias and you need him. Make infringement.
Yeah.
But
oh, Tyler Bates going to come out and beat the crap out of him. That's good.
Tyler Bates.
He's wearing Mandy Rose's trunks.
Mm-hmm.
That he is.
My stream shit the bed. I don't know what happened here.
Had thighs like that, I would wear Mandy Rose's trunk.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh, he dead ass does have Mandy Rose's trunks.
It is, you know what impresses me a lot about European wrestlers, especially a lot of the UK wrestlers? Well, no, thighs. All wrestlers' thighs pretty much impress me. They don't wrestle with knee pads on.
Yeah.
And typically the shorter wrestling boots too. Typically.
Yeah, the ankle boots.
Yeah. He is so happy to be back in front of a crowd.
Oh my god, yes. I know it was eating him alive doing the NXT UK stuff with no crowd.
Yeah.
Well, John.
What's up, buddy?
John, guess what? Guess what, John? John.
What?
John, guess what?
Are you going to Texas?
I'm to Texas.
Spoiler alert. She's just on one. Dude, she's just been on one for the past week.
Jesus, Mother Mary and Joseph.
Bree's just angry.
I'm not angry.
You have a YouTube channel that says Angry Metal Girl Reacts.
Well,
She tried to fist fight me. She tried to fist fight me in our chat over pick'ems.
Yeah.
But she's not angry.
Over pick'ems.
Fuck is pick'ems?
angry on the inside.
Pick'ems. Like you pick the wrestler who's going to win the match. Pick'ems.
Oh,
Pick him,
God.
damn near killed him. Bad joke.
Yeah,
I hope
too
Von
soon there,
Wagner,
buddy.
I hope Von Wagner debuts at the Rumble. And I hope he eliminates A Down Down.
Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. Hey,
Here, I'm gonna catch that and I'm gonna put it in my pocket, okay?
I am looking so forward to hanging out into the Rumble. I don't even care that I'm not actually going inside the Rumble.
We're gonna have so much fun in the We're gonna have so much fun in the parking lot.
If Von Wagner shows up at the Rumble and I'm not inside to see it, will never forgive myself.
That is true.
Man.
When we after y'all land, what I'll probably do is I will probably we'll go to that Russell shop and then we'll go to that we'll go to Bucky's, the closest Bucky's for you, Beard.
Isn't Texas where Bucky's was created?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it started out in Lake Jackson. They're strict, dude. If you ever go on their website or find a copy of their handbook and their rules, that beaver is strict.
Is it really? Then again, have you seen?
Or drive off-site and smoke?
Have you seen what they pay people and why that Bucky's doesn't have anywhere near the turnover of any other fast food or gas station business in the world?
It's fucking.
I think minimum there now is like 17 or 18.
Oh, I think it's going up to 20 because minimum wage is getting raised, and they've been at $15 minimum wage for the last 5 years. And you only have to work there part-time to get full medical and 401k.
Yeah.
So every employee gets insurance on top of that $15.
Yeah.
And now I think it's going to go up.
Strict, but they give some shit.
But that's the reason they're strict. They have the right to be strict. They're paying for it, you know?
So the first Bucky's was in Lake Jackson, but the most popular one was in a city called Luling. Well, now they're building the world's largest Bucky's right behind that one in Luling, but they're not going to close that Luling one until that one's fully built. And that's the one that's on the way from Houston to San Antonio.
Oh.
Bucky's is an experience.
Dude, it's wild. I went to one in South Carolina on my way back from Gatlinburg last year. Dude, I dropped $85.
I believe it.
In just random shit.
I still have yet to try Bucky's.
I bought $40 worth of fucking beef jerky. And ate it all before I got home.
Ty, you came in.
Beef
Ty,
sounds amazing.
you came into what is unfortunately, well, we're trying to liven it up a little bit here. Unfortunately, a very somber stream because of the tragedy we learned about that Jay Briscoe passed away in a car accident about an hour ago. I don't know if you've been informed, Ty, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Bucky's. I'm looking forward to just... Like I said, I've driven through Texas. I stopped to eat, but I never really got the Texas experience, so...
I'm just excited.
I'm going to make sure he has Texas experience. I already know a damn good Mexican restaurant called Saluna. If we have to drive out 30 minutes to the Salt Lick, that's going to be your barbecue. Or there's a place called Spec, and that's damn good barbecue. I'm gonna make sure you have a little bit of a Texas experience, bro.
Good. I'm excited.
You get discounts on Debbie Does Dallas?
No.
Don't.
But right across from where the airplanes land, you see the runway, but right across the freeway from that big old 24-hour corn store.
Really?
Megaplex.
Debbie Does Dallas comes
24 hours.
Debbie Does Dallas comes free as DVD in the mail along with samples of Tide.
Awesome.
It's probably free on the hub.
There's one tucked behind the AOL disc from the 90s, too.
Yeah.
They're just giving it away back then.
Take a stack. Why not? Give it to your friends.
My question is, between you and Nate, who's going to be the big spoon, Jax?
Panda.
No, Nate and Panda are cuddling. Jax and I are the ones cuddling, and we still have to rock, paper, scissors for Big Spoon.
I told Panda on TikTok, I was like, he's like, that's a lot of people under one roof. I was like, that's too bad I'm sleeping with you. Panda's not, you do realize this. You do realize Panda's not.
About Jay Briscoe. Impact Wrestling is deeply saddened to learn the passing of Jay Briscoe. Jay will always be remembered as a trailblazer who, with his brother Mark, left in the ring every night. We send our sincere condolences to his family, who he loved beyond words, as well as his friends and fans. Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At the source, relieving nasal congestion and sinus pressure by reducing swelling in the sinuses.
It's amazing that
Do you realize Panda's not going to sleep at all?
Probably
I
not.
am.
No.
I have a lock on my door, motherfuckers. I'm gonna get my sleep.
You think I don't know how to?
Are you gonna sleep right there so he doesn't take your belt, your theme belt?
No, that's going in my safe. I do not trust him.
No.
Not one bit.
Panda down before he leaves to fly home.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna pat him down before he leaves to go home. That's why. Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, that's it.
That's the reason.
Partially it.
So is it confirmed that SummerSlam's in Detroit this year?
Yes, sir.
Not officially.
I thought it was confirmed.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping Friday, like when it's in Detroit, they announce it, like officially announce it.
Oh no, it still says just front runner. I thought it.
I'll make that happen.
Oh yeah. Well, I said I want a big PWC party at my house, since it'll be like very, very close to my home.
Yeah.
So we're staying at your house?
Sure.
Wait.
Hey.
I told Russell all I needed was a dirt floor.
I've
Sean
got a
Walt-
backyard. I can buy some tents. We can camp out in my backyard too.
Depending on what the tax check is, Papa might make a trip up to Detroit.
Right
I
on.
said I'll pick people up from the airport. Like.
I'm snuggling with Jax.
Wait, is there a
Yep,
date for
AEW
it?
posted a tweet 3 minutes ago.
Is there...
Adam Pierce just sent one. Adam Pierce just tweeted something about it. Ring of Honor finally posted something. I understand it was really hard from John Silver. Who else did I see? It was somebody else.
On behalf
Yeah.
of NXT community, I'd like to express our condolences to the Briscoe family for their loss.
I do. I even went and asked for a tag
Would
team
Gordon
match.
post something about it?
No way.
Kiana James.
Fallon, that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome, and I'm only doing this for you. We cool?
Of course, we're cool. Hey,
Tyson Kidd posted on Twitter, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe, nothing but love and respect.
let's get on going.
Well, speaking of tag team action, this match is official for NXT's
John just posted a tweet about it. Matthew Reynolds, formerly known as Aiden English, posted a tweet. That is just not fair.
Let's get into what's going to take place next week as the NXT Women's Tag Team titles will be up for grabs as Carter and Chance will defend against Alba Fire. Fire said tonight she doesn't need or want a partner. She will face the longest reigning women's tag team champions in NXT
Posted a tweet. Please pray for Jay Briscoe's family. Trust me, this is the worst that you think.
Nick Wayne also tweeted about it.
Dave just posted something.
Jeff Cobb posted a tweet about it.
Yeah, so the outpouring of love is still happening, which is very good to see.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's really good to see, no matter the brand, no matter the flag, no matter the umbrella. You know, that's just shows the generational talent that the Briscoe brothers are.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, I haven't seen anything negative on TikTok about Jay Briscoe yet.
It's coming.
It's all been
When
it's
that
all
hit,
been
when that hits, it'll come from someone outside of the wrestling community. It'll be some social justice warrior that will jump on that because everyone will be mourning and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be." That's who's going to do that. It's not going to be from within the community.
Yep.
I just saw something. Where did it go?
How do you forget? You bring it up every week. Like a proud papa, and rightfully so. And that brings me to this. Here we go, Vic. Here we go. That brings me to this.
It's crazy. She started with Roxanne Perez started at 16. She actually started, from what I read, she actually started at 13, but Booker T wouldn't work with her until she turned 16.
Yeah.
And 4 years later, she's the NXT Women's Champion.
Yep, that's passion, dude.
That's unreal.
That's refusing to give up.
First ever Ring of Honor Women's Champion too. At 18 years old. Fucking wild.
Yep. And the first ever performer to work on SmackDown that was younger than the actual show.
Yes.
Oh, yay! I've been seeing these. Jax, you've been seeing these 30-year Power Rangers once and always promos.
The fuck is the Green Ranger back?
I don't know. I was asking the same questions.
Triple H just posted a tweet.
Triple H?
Triple H, yes. An incredible performer who created a deep connection with wrestling fans across the globe. My condolences to the family and friends of Jay Briscoe.
Smooth. How about that wheelbarrow roll through into that drop kick? I mean, Roxanne Perez, truly the definition of a prodigy as she rolls through one more time again, shoulders down, and another near fall.
Very well schooled. Roxanne Perez knows every inch of that 20 by 20.
Take a look right here. Roxanne Perez is rolling. And you don't think in the back of Perez's mind, she knows she's also trying to send a little message to her opponents coming up at Vengeance Day 2 weeks from Saturday.
Of course, you want to send a message, but we talk about the Iron Survivors Challenge. We talk about becoming NXT champion.
Toxic Attraction is fine. They are fine.
Obviously, Cora Jade with some sort of issue with Valkyria, probably because Valkyria tossed her over the top rope and eliminated her from that 20-woman over-the-top rope battle royal. Another tag was made to Perez, but when you take a look at Toxic Attraction, they truly still believe they're in.
What the hell? Here's my thing. Let's give it up to Roxanne for getting that news and then going out there and performing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, everybody in NXT.
A lot of NXT people.
It certainly is, but a tag was made. Perez did not realize it. She certainly does now, as Jane is legal. And look, there's no doubt we can't sit here and call this tag team matchup and say Valkyria and Perez, they're going to be added
to me. Just like everyone else, I'm heartbroken to learn of Jay Briscoe's passing. I'm always sharing a locker room with he and his brother Mark, incredibly kind and respectful, sending all my love to Mark and their family.
We won one game all season, so yes, we're trying to get back on track.
Well, now Dolan trying to get on track heading into Vengeance Day. Can she pin the champion here tonight, Perez?
Yeah, the only thing I've been finding about anybody else in the accident is I've seen several tweets. I don't know if it fully confirms it, but it pretty much confirms that it was his kids that were taken to the hospital, but they are alive, but critical condition. Still no word on who the fourth person was, the second fatality. No word on that, so.
National Wrestling Alliance posted a tweet also. The entire NWA is sending our prayers to the friends, family, and fans of Jay Briscoe, an amazing, talented man that we are all honored to have worked with.
How many times have you heard me say, it's about checks, it's about championships at the end of that night. Here we go.
Dolan almost was able to pin Perez, the champion. Also talk about caviar and champagne.
This match isn't going to last much longer. It's already 10:04. This only goes to 10:08.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that something will get reversed here in a second. There'll be a hot tag. Valkyria will run wild, and then some kind of roll-up pin.
just like that, Perez is able to turn things right around. Both women, same ideas, same agenda, and now it comes down to Book who can make the tag.
By the way, CPG, honest pleasure to meet you, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, likewise.
Big fan.
Looking forward to doing more of this stuff as I get my office in order here. Right now, I'm on a plastic picnic table in my living room, and hopefully have the office set up by next month, and then back to normal scheduled programming. I've been talking to Matt for a while about doing stuff with PWC anyway. You guys probably all know I do all the logos and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I know I'm working on one for Russell right now because he wanted the original WrestleMania logo. So I've been trying to do that, but it's a bitch and a half with 2 S's in his name.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure out how to do that. Yeah. And if any of you guys want anything for your channels, let me know. You guys can hit me up on TikTok or Instagram, whichever. All the names are all the same.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really loved your take on the Snyderverse when the whole DC stuff happened a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that was kind of my segue back into making content because it did ruffle a lot of people up. A lot of people were not too happy. That video made its way all the way to Twitter, where there's a lot of those types of people, and they were like, "Fuck this guy," and I was like, "Yeah, that's right." That Mercury dude, the one that posted the 9/11 with screenshots from Man of Steel, blocked me on Twitter immediately. And then that was actually the second time he's blocked me on Twitter, because I had a Twitter account a little while ago and I got rid of it. He blocked me on that one because I told him that Zack Snyder was a good cinematographer and that was about it. And he just blocked me. And then after that, he blocked me again.
That's what they do. They'll make their comments and then they'll run and block.
I like Superman.
Same here.
Just general. I mean, I'm not going to argue over him. I just like him as a character. Got my cliche Superman tattoo, so.
As do I.
I'm part of the club. I'm a part of the club.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't get a Texans tattoo like some idiot.
That'd be like me
Not
going
only
to
did
get
I
a
get
Jaguar tattoo, Stooge.
I have a Buccaneers tattoo.
The Texans tattoo. I got 2. I got one, covered it up with this, and then got another one.
As a very young idiot, I thought at 18 years old it was a great job to not get 1, but 2 5-finger death punch tattoos.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no, baby. What are
I
you
will
doing?
say, so on my
I was 18 and that third album came out and it was good, and then after that everything sucked.
So on my 27th birthday, I went to the Mayhem Festival, and they were 5-Finger Death Punch was the headliners of the side stage. I did get to hang out with them in the VIP room when they were having dinner after their set, and that entire band they were really cool. They were so much fun. I got a great picture with them, but they were weirdly and oddly obsessed with the fact you could write the Metallica logo, like the actual name Metallica, in their font perfectly on the top flap of a pack of Marlboro cigarettes. It fit perfectly on there, and that was something that they spent 20 minutes talking about and doing, and they took out their Marlboro packs and they were writing it on there, and they were like giddy school kids. They were so excited over how it worked.
That sounds about right. I met them when I was stationed in San Antonio, and that was a surreal experience. I think I was 19, 20. I don't think I was 21. Maybe I just turned 21. And those were the only two tattoos I had back then were just their first and second album cover. And I met all of them. They were all really, really nice guys, despite some of the stories that I had heard. But they're really quick to like cut ties with people and move on. Like they had their head of security was this giant dude with just covered tattoos.
Oh, Hulk.
And me and me and this other guy were guests of theirs for their show at in San Antonio, and the guy was he was like a Muay Thai instructor or something like that. And within a week later, they fired the big, huge guy. They hired the Muay Thai guy as their head of security. I think he was with them for a good couple of years.
Hmm.
And I would see him online from time to time, and then all of a sudden it was kind of like going on tour again, and then never heard from him again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the NXT watch along. I understand it probably wasn't the most entertaining of shows, but we obviously had the tragedy of losing the amazing Jay Briscoe in a terrible car accident tonight. Tomorrow on our pop-up show in the afternoon, we will be watching Briscoe matches in honor of Jay Briscoe and remembering him fondly. So please make sure you tune into that on the PWC. That's twitch.tv/the Panda Wrestling Company. Make sure you're tuned for that. Also, this stream, sorry, HelloFresh, was brought to you by HelloFresh. So if you go over to twitch.tv/the Geeks and Noobs, there is a banner there. You can click on that to get 21 free meals plus free shipping. If you get your first box, it's only $36 for 8 meals of pre-portioned, pre-cut, and properly packaged recipes that only take 15 minutes to cook. It's fantastic food. It's great dinners. It'll make you look like a world-class chef, so please go and do that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for tuning in. Sienna, thank you for popping on. Happy to be here with us. I wish it was under better circumstances, but thank you for popping on.
Anytime. I mean, this news is like, I can't do it myself. I have to go join with y'all so that way you guys can, like we can all like
We're all
bring
here
together.
for each other.
Yeah.
All that here. Yeah, like I mean, I sent like most of my Twitch followers to here already, so that way we can all like grieve and all that together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And y'all are family too.
Exactly. And I wanted to let it be known now that anybody who is part of the PWC or the TGN Networks family, if you need to talk about anything, I'm always available. You can always hit me up on Discord or on Instagram or on TikTok or whatever. We're always available. There's always somebody to talk to. So Sienna, Bree, Husky, Jax, Self-Bet, and especially CPG, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We will have to do this again soon under better circumstances. But once again, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you all. And make sure you tune in tomorrow Reach for the Sky. Tune in tomorrow for our thing. Also, tomorrow night, the Wolfpack starts at 9 p.m. At 9:30, we're having a business lawyer come on to actually break down the logistics and legalities of the WWE sale, along with Vince McMahon's current lawsuit by the shareholders and what impact that could have on the sale. This is something that nobody else is covering, so please make sure you tell a friend. Be a friend, tell a friend, as the great Pat McAfee says. Tell everybody you know, share it with everyone you know. It'll be on twitch.tv/Panda Wrestling Company, twitch.tv/The Geeks and Noobs, YouTube/TGN Networks, Facebook.com/The Geeks and Noobs. It'll be on all of those streaming tomorrow night starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. The lawyer comes on at 9:30 Eastern. Also, there is a Discord channel open if you're in the PWC Discord, specifically for questions. So if you have any questions you want to ask the lawyer, go put them in the Discord as well. Once again, I am Super Beer Vince Hoover. For everybody joining me, thank you so very much. Rest in power, Jay Briscoe, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Take care. Be good.
Bye, y'all.